Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our fourth and final game of our 12-hour streamathon. We are here raising money for Extra Life. We have not only hit our goal, we've doubled our goal. We've gone a little bit over the top there, which is awesome. So let's see if we can't triple that goal with a 750 by the end of this stream. If not, that's great too. So let's go around for our last casting crew. We're going to be playing a D&D 5e game called Family Secrets, written by our very own Deirdre. So Dee, who are you? Where can we find you? And tell us about Family Secrets.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's game. I am Deirdre. You can find me on Twitter at Deirdre Donlin, or you can find me hanging out in the Twitch chat or in the Discords as at Praxagora Thesmiophoria. And today's game is called Family Secrets, and we're going to play some little epic level D&D. You know, all the players are level 15, so this will be some fun. And we're going to put them through a little bit of Greek tragedy, with all that entails.
I'm excited. And we have a bunch of new faces here. So we'll start with Nerdy Teddy Bear. So Nerdy, who are you? Where can we find you? And who are you playing today?
Hi, Nerdy Teddy Bear. You can usually find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy. I play a lot of games, usually over on Welcome to the Party, where I play Wednesdays and Thursdays. We got Leverage going on right now. There's some Pokemon, some Shadowrun. So, other than that, tonight I am playing Quill. She's a professor, sage background, sorcerer, and I'm excited.
Sweet. Another new face, which I definitely haven't been saying the name wrong all week long. Honey and Dice, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And who are you playing today?
Hello everyone, I'm Honey and Dice. You can find me on Twitter at Honey and Dice. That's pretty much who I am. I've done a lot of tabletop gaming online, and I run a tabletop game in person, and then this popped up, and so I joined. So today I'm jumping in the deep water with a system I haven't played for years.
Hell yeah.
So this should be a lot of fun.
Sweet. And who are you playing today?
I'm playing as Thea Grace. She is a monk. A sister of Grace. She's one of those people that always look like they have a secret and who is painfully optimistic. So it should be a lot of fun.
Neat. And last but definitely not least, Josh. We've seen him in our Discord chat, and we've seen him online. So Josh, who are you? Where can we find you? And who are you playing today?
Hey everyone, I'm Josh Morgan. You can find me on Twitter at Josh_Morgan19, if I'm getting my Twitter name correct, because I rarely ever use it. But tonight I'm going to be playing Hareth Koratesh, Kalashtar Fighter Sage.
All right, dope, awesome. And with that, guys, I remind you this is a charity stream. Check that donation section down below for all the fun things you can donate for. Nat 1s, Nat 20s, NPCs, items, all kinds of fun stuff. And we'll toss things over to Dee. So, Dee, lead us into Family Secrets.
All right. So, let's start with a little bit, let's ease our way into this. So, we have a party. They are all level 15. They've given you their name, but they've just finished something. And they've set up camp on the side of the river. So why don't we start with Mike, because you haven't given us everything about your character yet. Why don't you tell us what the party has just finished?
Ooh. The party has just finished a drunken revelry. No, the party has just finished slaying a mighty beast.
Okay. All right, then. And then, let's see, Quill. They've set up camp beside this river at the base of a waterfall. How have you set up the camp? Who's doing what?
Quill's probably doing some kind of cooking, making a simple stew or something.
Okay. And so is that usually what Quill does at the end of the day?
Yeah,
Are they the designated cook of the party?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So who's setting, who else is involved in this? What else are other people doing? I'm sorry, honey. I missed your character's name again. I will get this right.
Esthea.
Esthea?
Mm-hmm.
Good. What is Esthea doing as they're setting up camp for the night?
She's probably getting on people's nerves by talking about all the lovely things that they can see, even though there's wounds and blood and all the rest of that. She's talking about, but at the end of the day, we're still here together and trying to be helpful, but she can't cook with anything. So she's just handing random things to Quill. Some can be cooked, some cannot. And just trying to keep everybody's spirits up.
Okay. All right then. And then I will Josh, what have we got going on? What are you doing to participate?
Meditating, like near the campfire.
All right. So the weather is beginning to turn colder. It's the end of the summer. The autumn is in the air. The nights get darker earlier. The darkness begins to creep in. How are you setting up the watches for the night?
Elder. He takes a watch at night. He has. I assume we would know, but I don't know who has night vision here. But Elder does. So he takes one of the night watches.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
think
the second watch then?
Quill would also take one of the ones in dark, because it also has dark vision.
So Alder and Quill would take second watch. Who's going to take the first watch?
I
So
guess I can
it's-
take the first watch.
Harith and Esthea. All right then. So then you've set up your camp, you've settled in. How does the night go for you? How do you get ready for the night?
Hareth gets ready by just like mumbling like prayers of his deities to himself, while at the same time just trying to keep a watch on the camp, just to make sure that no spookiness happens.
Esthea would probably just be meditating, keeping an eye on everything, sitting completely still, and at nighttime she gets pretty calm.
All right then. I need who wishes to make their first perception check for the watch.
I'll jump in there.
The watch that you're not a part of?
Oh wait, that's the first one. Right, you're right.
I mean,
I'm not the most perceptive person in the world. I can go ahead and do the first, unless you would like to.
Yeah, I've been raised to let a woman go first. Is that Southern hospitality?
all right then. That's very good. Not bad.
Not bad indeed.
The watch passes uneventfully. You begin to notice that the weather is turning even colder. Seems to kind of chill your bones. The fire that you've built is crackling and sending out sparks into the air, but doesn't seem to be spreading warmth as far as you're used to. Or maybe it's just that it's that much colder than normal. The clouds are moving in, and slowly the light begins to fade. What wasn't a small, obscure, waning moon is now entirely beginning to be covered by cloud cover. There's a feel of heaviness in the air. But the watch passes uneventfully. Anything you would like to do before you go past the next watch?
No, I think Esthea would just make a note of it. And finish her watch quietly.
Okay. Then for our second watch, we have Eldar and Quill. How do you spend your watch? How do you? Well, one of you needs to roll me a perception check for your watch.
I'll do it.
Quill's
Of course.
sitting around with a book, writing notes.
Okay. You begin to notice something. Something's a little off. The weather seems colder somehow. You see your breath. It's odd, but not uncommon for this late in the year. It's just not what you were expecting this morning when you woke up, and the day as you were going forward seemed to have been warmer than usual. Now it seems that the chill has actually caught you. And as you glance around and feel how things are going, you notice that you hear a crashing coming through the woods. It's loud, very loud. Something's coming running towards you, full break. And suddenly, running over the small break in the woods and coming out of you, you notice a figure coming out towards you, running towards you. He's tall, although he seems to be hunched over, trying to move quickly but unseen through the woods and the underbrush. They're glancing furtively around, looking behind them, looking forward. Suddenly they catch sight of you and their campfire, which is the only light for miles. They begin moving towards your camp. He calls out in Elven. Do any of you speak Elven?
I do.
Let me check.
Yes, I do. too.
Yeah, I do.
Anybody
Yeah,
awake
I
speak
do
Elven?
I do speak Elven as well.
Oh, then you understand him. He calls out, help me, please. The language seems archaic. The voice is extremely anxious. And he's going to rush into your camp. What are you going to do?
Alder stands in his full plate mail, and he looks to this. Does he look like he's elvish as he's running towards us in firelight?
As he gets closer, you can see that it does look elven.
Okay. He stands and he says, "Ho there, friend. What are you doing here?"
Please help me. And then he collapses onto the edge of your camp.
Help you from what? Are you... And he, pokes at him with something. What are you doing? Get up! I cannot help you if you are unconscious. Get up!
Quill's gonna run over and see if he's even still alive.
Okay. Roll me that medicine check then.
Quill, don't touch him. You don't know where he's been. He could be dirty. Diseased, even.
19, not bad. He is a male high elf. He's younger of years, but he's an elf, so who could say? He could be 300, he could be 30. Who knows? He's tan, which is a little odd for an elf, but not uncommon. And his long hair, almost golden blonde hair, is tied back in a long warrior's braid, but pieces of it have kind of fallen out, as if he's been exerting himself. His clothes and armor are very high quality. He is breathing very raggedly, very heavy, as if he's been running for a long period of time. His clothes and armor are high quality. They're signs of wealth, but almost as if he's been living rough in them for a long time. His face is haggard and gaunt, kind of sunk in, as if he hasn't had a good meal in a while. And then that's who you've got. What are you gonna do?
He's still alive, but quick, get him a blanket.
A blanket? For what? Are you going to...
If you want
let
to
him
find
live
out what he was talking about, we should perhaps try to keep him alive.
No, I was going to tie him up and put him near the fire.
The fire will only do so much with this chill.
Right, but more importantly, the tying him up part. Are we going to do that? That's what I prefer.
We can do that.
Sure, I'll get him your blanket. And he walks over to where Quill was sleeping and grabs the blanket.
And I will tie him up.
You see, and he like pulls his chainmail down, he pulls his plate mail down. This is the last time I took someone into my camp and didn't tie them up. They tried to kill me on my sleep. He'll be just as safe tied up as he will be not tied up. Clearly he was running from something that he could not defeat on his own.
Agreed.
Suddenly, a howl breaks the silence of the night.
See? Something like that.
Are you going to let your other party members know, or are you going to let them sleep?
Does the howl sound close?
Roll me a perception check.
17.
17? It's kind of hard to tell. You're in the mountains. Sounds do echo around, but it doesn't seem particularly close. It seems more just breaking the close because it's the only sound breaking the night air.
Gotcha. Should we wake
And with
them,
that
Quill?
17 perception, you do notice that the mists have begun to rise off the river. It's become more shrouded in the area. And the night is almost pitch black. There's no more stars visible. There's no more even fragment of moon available.
Okay. Well, there is something out there, but I don't know what it is. Do we wake up our companions and let them stay awake the entire night? Or do we let them sleep?
I will tell you, for mechanics purposes, you've had a long rest before this. So.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to spook them for no reason. The creature could not even come this way.
We did just have somebody come run screaming into camp. Perhaps it is time to wake them.
That is true. All right. And he walks over to Harath and kind of shoves him with his boot. Wake up! Hello! We have a friend in camp.
Raptor, like, rubs his eyes and is like, what is it?
There's a man in our camp. I have tied him up. Get up. Estia, get up. Hello. And he comes over there and he...
Like, kind of gets up, like, begrudgingly and is like, Alder, I swear.
There is a man. He came screaming into our camp. What do you want from me?
So, like, he goes over to the man and kind of, like, is confused. So he just, like, turns to Alder and says, What's going on with this man? Why is he tied up?
Because he came running in here. What do you mean, why is he tied up? He came
Yes,
wild
yeah.
out of the woods.
Ali, they do the same thing in my temple when men come running in without, any warning. They just tie them right up.
Thank you. Makes complete sense to me.
He begins to come around. He is groggy, but noticing Harath, he reaches out to him, and in a weak voice he says, "Please, you need to help. They have her. Please, I need your help. They've done something to her. I need your help."
Oh, we have to help him. So they did something to someone. Come on.
Why am I... What's happened? What's wrong? I don't understand. Why am I tied up?
Because you came running out of the woods like a crazy person and I tied you up.
Ali, we have to be nice. We tied you up because we love you.
That's not
I'm
true.
I'm a prince. You don't tie me up.
I did tie you up. You don't run into my camp.
I am a
Shouting.
prince. You don't do this.
I don't care who you are.
Harath, like, kind of just looks towards Estia and says, friends don't tie friends up. And then he turns
Exactly.
to the man and Elvish, or Elven, he says, what do they have?
My sister, they have her. I was on my way to the palace to collect her, and I was set upon by these creatures. I don't know. I killed one, but I was forced to flee. There were 3 of them. I don't know. I need to save her. Why am I tied up?
Because you
Because
ran
we
out
have
of the
not
woods
yet
like a wild man.
proven you are a friend.
Yes.
Yes, I've no desire to harm you. What's going on?
I don't know. I was watching and we were taking a nap. I don't know who the hell you are.
Use your words. What is your name, sweetheart? What is your name?
My name is Orestes. I am prince of this land.
Oh, see, his name is Testes. He's the prince of this land.
Don't think that's what you
Orestes.
said.
That is what I said.
No, are you sure? I think it might be
Yes.
a language problem.
This is all Testes. His sea star has been taken by the creatures that we don't know what they are doing. So we have to help him, obviously.
And why is it that we have to help them?
Because obviously they are chasing him. And if they come here, we
Yep.
can either
Wait, where are they? Are they here? Are they here?
No one's here. What are you talking about?
Did they follow you?
I was running from them. I don't know what's happening. He ran. They were. I don't know. And he glances as much as he can around nervously as he's still tied up.
Calm down, old Testes. What exactly was it that was chasing you?
I don't know. I was running and trying to get to the palace. I'd been away. I was studying and with the teacher, and I'd been exchanging letters with my sister, and at least weekly. And then suddenly they stopped, and eventually, like a couple months later, another one came, and it just said run, and I had to come and save her. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know what would happen. I can't understand what would happen here. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Ah, great.
7.
I got a 17.
Alright. Okay, let's see if this works. Because I've been trying to do this correctly. And unfortunately, that 17 will not save you because they do get you on the surprise round first, as you are suddenly sent upon by 3 figures running out of the woods. The first 2 will definitely get to you, and we are going in. So, where's everyone standing? I should ask that first. You're all standing around Orestes, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So first up, then the person closest to the person who was furthest away was probably what? Well, Harith was right next to him.
Yes.
Was it? I'm sorry. I will get this. Estia. Estia was right next to him. Alder had walked away, and Quill was kind of standing around. So the first one is going to attack Quill with their multi-attack. First with the claws.
Oof.
I'm assuming an 11, however, does not hit you. But he's going to try and bite you. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So you are going to take 7.
If you click bite, it should do the math.
Yeah, it should. Okay, there we go. There we go. You're going to take 9 piercing damage and 6 necrotic damage.
Oof.
And your hit point maximum is reduced by 6. And the next one is going to attack. The next one is going to attack Aldar.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to also try and multi-attack you with the claws first.
That one hits.
Ooh.
That one will hit. Ooh. For 6 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to go in and try and bite you as well.
That one
But I'm assuming that 10 doesn't miss you. So as you have these 2 figures that suddenly appear through the night, and you have one coming down on Quill, swiping out with the claws and being knocked away by your arm, and at the same time he comes in and bites at your neck. And it's turning around, you have the other coming in, slashing at Alder, and those scratch across your face and down your armor as he goes in to bite. Apparently you've responded by now and kind of swipe your arm up. We have oh, that's why. There we go. That's why. And the third is going to again attack Alder. Again with the trying to bring it in for the claws.
Miss.
Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
Ooh, that's
Miss.
good. And he's going to try and swipe at you again.
Miss.
That 14 comes trying to swipe down at you all. All right then. Let's see. I should make sure I roll the initiative for these guys, but I can't figure out how to. Oh, there we go. That work. Oh, well, they have a 20. And none of you guys did that well.
Nope.
Correct?
No, I had the
No,
highest.
I was
7 to
closest
17.
towards 20. I was the closest to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're yeah. So they're gonna come in, and the third one has actually gotten close enough now. He's gonna try and break through and attack. He and his buddy are both gonna try and come in, and one's going to go for Esthea to try and pull you away from their target, and the other's gonna go after the prince, whose name you still don't know. And for Esthea, does the claw, does a 23 hit you?
Yes, that hits.
All right. He's going to try and grapple you. I need you to make an athletics check for DC 13. Athletics. Ooh, he managed
just
to
made it.
escape him. Just as he goes to swipe down at you and pull you in close, you dodge out of the way and break him. But doing so leaves poor Orestes open to an attack. And they have advantage on him because he is prone and tied up. But that 11 is not gonna do it at all. But the other one is gonna come in and try and strike at him, and the
Wow.
14 is not gonna do much either. Apparently, these are some really, really poor minions right now. They're like, you can't get good minions, apparently.
No.
All right. Next up is Josh. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna Hareth will by this time know that we're like literally in danger, so he's gonna pull out his longsword actually, and he's going to try attacking.
Okay. Well, that 24 will definitely hit.
Yay!
Yes, you'll swipe down. Which one are you hitting?
The
one that's-
one that tried attacking the prince.
Okay. So you're gonna swipe down and slash at him for 10 points of damage.
And because he's past level 5, I believe he gets an extra attack.
Yes, he does.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna attack that one once again. I'm guessing a 19 does not hit.
No, a 19 does hit. 19 does
Oh,
hit.
Sweet. Damn. 20 damage right off the bat. Sweet.
I have a very important question for you,
Yes.
Hareth. What kind of weapon do you have?
I have a sunblade.
Okay. Okay. It's a very important question. All right. Moving on. Then next up in the turn order, you slash down with these strikes and you bring one and then you bring it back up. He's hurt. He didn't like that at all. It was not good. That 20 damage right off the bat.
Indeed.
Next up we have next up we have Esthea. What are you going to do? You've got one right on you that you're in melee with.
Okay, so she's going to go ahead and try to just punch him in the throat to get some distance. So let's see if that actually works.
Unarmed strike, that 20 will definitely hit.
Alrighty then, and I believe she gets another attack.
Well, go ahead and click the unarmed, the where it says monk unarmed. There we go.
And then she's going to come in with the right hook and hit him again. Apologetically, of course.
That 9 will not hit.
Yes.
And as he takes that first hit, you kind of just goes, what? Yeah! Hisses at you. So, do you have any other actions you would like to take at this moment?
Not at this moment. She's just now at the ready. Oh, what is this? Okay, yeah, that's it. That'll be her turn.
I just. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please. Stop. Oh.
She's like, oh, back up! You know, oh, my apologies. Why are you attacking? Are you looking for testes?
Correct would probably be like, don't play with them, kill them.
Alright, and then next up in the turn order, we have both Quill and Alder.
Quill's
Which
next.
you want? Quill's next.
Okay, I'm gonna use my cloak and I'm going to disappear in a puff of smoke and reappear 30 feet away in
Okay.
another puff of smoke, and then I'm going to shoot them with my crossbow. Shoot at them with my crossbow. I mean.
Okay. Who are you hitting? Who are you trying to hit?
One of the vampires closest to the prince.
Okay, so the one that's, trying to get him off the ground.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. That 25 will definitely hit
Oh.
for 8 piercing, and it's just a
It's just a light crossbow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the one that would have been attacking Orestes, and Harith had already attacked, correct? Yes. Alright. Alright. And then is that your action, and I'm assuming your bonus action and your move. Is there anything else you would like to do at the moment, sir?
No.
Alright
then, it's Alder's turn.
Perfect. Aldo reaches down and grabs the handle of his warhammer, and as soon as his hand comes in contact with it, the massive stone head lights up with fire, and you can see the flame flicking out of it through 2 iron grates on either side, and he just swings it up and smashes the. Is one of the vampires close to Estia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was she able to get away? Yeah, so he's gonna smash that one right there. And he's going to try to crush it. 25?
And that 25 will definitely hit.
So it's going to take 8 bludgeoning damage and 13 fire damage.
Okay, so 8 and 13 is
21? Wait, yeah, 21.
Yeah, 21. Alright. Yep, not bad at all. Not bad at all. And I can do math in my head.
I'm very impressed.
There we go. Alright, yes, I can do math in my head. So
Get it back if I'll
they-
feed me.
you strike him in the head, and he really didn't like that. That upset him. And his response is going to be to turn and strike at you, sir. Because that's just not kosher.
Indeed, it's not kosher.
At all. Yeah. He is going to try and claw at you, sir.
Miss.
And the 18, does that hit?
Nope, miss.
Alright. Well, he's going to try and do it again. The 18 is not going to do it again.
Miss.
He just kind of reaches out at you twice, and it kind of scratches across your armor. He's very upset with you at the moment. You do notice that he seems to kind of, like, when you hit him in the face, it's kind of broke his nose and shifted his jaw a little bit, but as he strikes at you, everything kind of begins to shift back into place. The one next to Orestes reaches up and is going to try and strike at him again because he can, and he gets advantage because he's on the ground. But apparently this guy is just messed up, and he's got blood or something dripping across his face and nose and kind of whatever, and can't see to hit him. But he's going to try and do it again. And that's not going to work for him either. It's kind of scraping across the plate mail armor that Orestes has, but it does catch on the rope that you've tied it up with and kind of cuts that. So Orestes begins to kind of wiggle around himself. The third of these spawn, who apparently has been entirely undamaged, will turn back towards you, Alder, and go ahead and try and strike at you with a 23.
Yeah, that one hits.
Yes.
Ouch.
And he's going to deal you 8 slashing damage. And then he's going to kind of try and draw you in and bite down on your neck because he doesn't like you guys.
Nope.
But that 8, just apparently he's going to bite down on your plate armor and crack a tooth.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked, vampies.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. It is now top of the Josh.
Sweet.
Alright.
Okay. So Hareth is going to think clearly first of all before he attacks, and he's going to switch from his long sword and bring out his sunblade, and he's going to attack the one that he slashed at last round.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Dang.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Yep. That definitely hits.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I think Hareth is going to use an action surge.
Okay. Well, don't you get 2 attacks anyways?
Oh yeah, that's true. So let me do the second attack. Oh!
Wow. There you go.
Not 20. All right, lay it out.
Wow. Oh god.
That's because I'm doing math in my head.
13.
That's
13 plus
well,
9
no,
is
I'm
22.
doing it's 27 and 12 is 39.
Jeez.
Yes, get it, Slay.
He is looking really like he did not like that. He kind of coughs and attempts to hiss back at you and kind of reaches towards you as if intending to make you his next victim.
And since he used Hareth used the action surge, does that mean that he gets
You have not used if you choose to use your action surge, yes, you get another attack action, which means you get 2 more attacks. Yes, that will hit.
Okay, let me just do damage.
Alright, what is what? Okay, so 13. Oh, okay, and that's the magical. Alright. So 13 and 9 is 22.
Oh no, the
Okay.
9. So the 9 is the second number is if he's holding it with 2 hands. The sunblade's a
Okay.
versatile weapon.
Alright, so it's just the 13. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Mike.
No problem.
Does a 17 hit?
The 17 will hit. The 17 will.
Surprising.
Yes, these are not very well armored. He is. He kind of begins to cough blood, and you can see it kind of. The 2 strikes that you made across his torso are open, and you can see what remains of his rib cage and some various internal organs that look very, very unpleasant in their undead state. Alrighty, it is now Estia, I believe. Estia, yes.
Alrighty then, and because technology is crazy, I can no longer see the map, but I'm assuming there's one that's still trying close to Orestes
Yes.
right now?
Yes,
Alright,
there's
so-
one. You're in melee with one, and then Alder came up and is attacking as well. And then you have Orestes on the ground, who's got another trying to attack him and grab him.
Alrighty then, so because Harith tells her to stop playing around, she gets that spear out and she kind of swirls it around a bit, looking for an opening with both hands. Let's see. Does that hit?
A 17 will hit.
Alrighty then, so let's roll damage for that. 2 piercing damage. The next one, I forgot about my key points. So she's going to do. I'm going to attack, but it's going to be an attempt to do a stunning strike if she does hit this next one.
Okay. All right then.
Let's roll again. That does not hit. All right.
Unfortunately, the 8 does not hit. He kind of takes that first one. It kind of just grazes across his cheek and just pulls a little dribble of blood. Doesn't really seem to hurt it at all. And he just takes it and just kind of bats the spear aside from that time.
Alrighty then.
He's starting to look angry.
She goes, okay, I'm sorry, but you are attacking right now. It's only fair.
I need him.
Oh, this looks like a relationship issue. Okay.
Nice.
Have you tried talking?
And it is, if you have nothing else you would like to do, it is now Quill's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am and just keep shooting.
Okay. That 19 will hit. Which one are you aiming at?
The same one.
The one that's next to Esthia, or the one next to Quill? Or one next to Orestes, excuse me.
The one next to Orestes.
Okay, that 19 will hit. Alrighty. And do you have anything else you would like to do this round?
No, not this round.
Okay. Aldar, you are up then. Your arrow kind of comes out and hits, but it kind of glances and scrapes. And it doesn't even really seem to draw any blood this time.
Does any of my allies look less well off than the next? Are they all handling themselves pretty well?
I think.
I have not been attacked.
We are good.
Perfect.
Hit it.
Then he looks at whichever one's taken the most punishment, and he's going to strike at that one.
That would be the one that you are in melee with, sir.
Perfect. Smash. 17.
Yes.
So he takes 7 bludgeoning damage and 10 fire damage.
How would you like to kill him?
He basically he smashes this thing and then hits it with the head of the hammer, and you can just see it sear into him because it's on fire. And when he pulls it back, the brand is there, and it's the Stonehearth family crest. And he says, "This is what we do with vile creatures like this. Who is next?" And he turns towards the next one.
And as this brand starts glowing on this vampire spawn's chest, it kind of goes and it begins to smolder from the inside and then erupt with flame from the inside, and you see it begin to just kind of turn to ash almost as you can see it as it goes, and it just kind of falls to the ground dead. The one next to Esthia glances at this, and it's surprised and offended and just goes and decides he's going to go straight at Esthia and go ahead and make his 2 attacks against you.
That one hits.
That one hits. All right. Go ahead and make me a DC 13 athletics check to see if he kind of, as he comes in with the claws, can grab you.
There is something I have when subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw. There's too much stuff to unlock. Okay.
This is not an effect. This is just
Yes.
an attack.
Okay, so athletics.
Athletics.
Alright.
Or acrobatics, your choice.
Let's go acrobatics.
No, you are now grappled. And he kind of pulls you in closer and just kind of reaches up and bites down hard. And as he has now grappled you, he has advantage on his bite attack. Does that 18 hit you?
Yes.
You are going to take 8 piercing damage and 6 necrotic damage as he begins to suck the life force from the side of your neck. All, stereotypical vampire style. And your hit points are reduced by 6.
Okay, I am resistant to necrotic damage.
Okay, then that's good. Then that is a good thing, but you do take the 8 piercing.
Yes. Alright, got it.
But you still, and I don't know. I'm gonna rule that because you're resistant to necrotic damage, you wouldn't be affected by the hit point reduction either. That doesn't make sense to me. So you are going to go ahead and just take that 8 piercing damage. But you are still grappled by this vampire spawn, and it will take an action to free yourself from the grapple. And but you can still make attacks. All right. And the third is just going to reach down and look around.
Isn't there only
and
two?
Huh?
Isn't there only 2?
Yes, but I've done them in order of my head. 1, 2, 3.
I got you.
I am a DM that needs these things.
That's fine. No, the phrasing threw me off, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I killed one. That's fine.
No, you did kill one.
Okay.
The third is going to notice the death of his buddy and just kind of go and try and attack Aldar. Gonna get up and move towards Aldar and attack you with his claws. And does the 18 does not hit you, I'm assuming.
Nope.
And he's going to do that again. Does the 19 hit you?
That one just gets me.
Alright, he's gonna just kind of scrape down with one and notice it doesn't come across you for 6 slashing damage right across the face. And it is now Alaroth's turn.
Yay. Okay. So Harath is like going to. The one that I attacked is dead, right? Or is it not yet?
The one you had attacked previously is not dead, no.
Okay.
He's actually looking like he was a little better off than when you had left him alone.
Alrighty. So here comes the Sunblade.
Yes, that will hit.
Alrighty.
For 12 damage.
And here comes the second one.
Yes, that will definitely hit.
Wow. Okay. I did notice in my my features and traits that I have a thing called brute force. Let me just put that in there. Starting at 3rd level, you're able to strike with the weapons. And if you strike with a weapon that you're proficient in and you do damage, you increase the damage and whatnot. So let me roll a d10.
A d6.
Oh, d6? Sorry, my bad.
10th. You're at 15th level, so it's a d6.
Yeah, sorry. I was reading that wrong.
No, it's fine. Roll that d6. Plus 1 more damage.
Really?
He is
Okay.
not liking this. He is turned to you and decided that and you kind of see these bright red gashes across his torso that are kind of slowly oozing very thick, almost black blood.
I kind of look at him and I say, bring it on there, lad.
All right, then. Quill, you are up. And
All right. Quill is. I want to shoot the one that has Thea grappled. Then.
okay. Yep. That will hit.
Nice. very, very nice.
Mm-hmm. It kind of grazes across the fat of his arm. You know, you see a slow trickle of blood. It just kind of... It annoys him more than anything else. And angers him. Turns and just kind of hisses at you. Do you have anything else you would like to do this round?
Trying to think, like... Yeah, I'm gonna cast Blur.
Okay.
So that...
On yourself? Yep.
Yes, on myself.
Yep. Any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. Doesn't relent. Okay, yep. Alright then. Next up is Aldar. What are you gonna do?
He sees that Estia is in a bind, and he's going to smash that vampire.
Okay.
21.
Yes.
They take 11 bludgeoning damage and 4 fire damage.
It's 15, right?
Yep.
Yes, I can count.
As he kind of like waddles up beside her and tries to like hit him like low to get it off of her. Get off my friend!
He kind of jokes a little as you kind of break into his rib and just kind of, you see things kind of shift that shouldn't be moving. You definitely see that you really, really hurt him.
Sweet.
Anything else you'd like to do this round?
You know, I think that might be it. Let me double check something. Yeah,
Okay.
nope, that's it.
All right then. He's good. So the one who has grappled Estia is not happy, and he kind of, if you want her that much, have her. And he's going to throw Estia at Aldar. I need Aldar to make a dex saving throw,
A dex saving throw?
not to get hit by your teammate.
Can I catch her?
Make hard. All right. Well, let's see. Let's roll for athletics or acrobatics to see if you can catch her.
Sweet. I will give athletics to try to catch her. I don't. I super don't catch her.
Estia, as you are thrown violently by this superhuman vampire spawn to your teammate Aldar, he kind of goes, I've got the... He's going to try and catch you, and instead you just kind of take right into the torso, right into the head, and just knock both of you onto the ground. You are going to take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are currently both prone on the ground. And while you are both prone, that vampire spawn, who this one we killed, and then this one is going to run away. Run away, as far as he can. And his buddy, who is being hit by Hareth, is going to turn. He is much more angry than sane at the moment, and he's going to turn and strike down at Hareth.
Bring it on, little man.
And he's going to strike down with his claws first. And that 23.
Okay, yeah, 23 hits me.
You are going to take 8 slashing damage as he kind of just rakes you from like your face and down your neck and into your torso. And then he's going to kind of come in and attempt to bite you. Does that 17 hit?
That just hits.
Then, all right, then you are going to take 4 piercing damage and 5 necrotic damage, and your hit points maximum is reduced by 5.
Alrighty.
All right, and then it is your turn, sir.
Alrighty, so I'm not really liking this vampire, so
I don't like you
right
either.
away.
Yes, the 27 will hit.
Sweet. Okay. And here comes the second one. That's a 15.
15 just hits. You established AC at 15.
Sweet. And let me roll that 1d6 for the damage.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget to hit the other damage. So, all right.
So let me just do that.
And the 1d6.
Yeah, it's coming in. It's just being rather slow.
It's all fine.
Ah,
It's all good. You kind of, yeah.
really? What is this?
This time you can definitely see he's got marks and he's just kind of oozing blood from multiple places, and he's angry, and you see the light in his eyes as you're up close and personal with this spawn, and you can see that he is not all there. He's put himself into a frenzy. He doesn't even care anymore. All right then. Esthea, you are up. What are you going to do now that you are prone on the ground on top of Aldar?
Why are you so hard? Move! Oh my goodness, did he just throw me? I think he got to second base. That is illegal in my temple. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright. He's gone, right? He's run off.
He's run off. And it
Okay.
takes half your movement to get up.
Yeah, she's
But you
going to
still have
get
an
up.
action.
She's going to get up. And how far away is he? Is the one that Harith is fighting?
The one that Harith is fighting, he's like
Yes.
within 10 feet.
Okay.
You were all bunched up around Orestes, and
So she's gonna go and try to help him out with this spear, if she can. Again, this map is lagging for me. Two-handed spear. Here we go. Does not hit.
that hate is not going to hit him. No, he just
No.
kind of dances out of the way, like with superhuman speed, and just kind of
That was
is very
rude.
focused on Harith right now. The 23, however, will hit.
And she's going for I gotta spend a key point because she's gonna go for a stunning strike. I don't know if I had to do damage there or not.
Yeah, you still get the damage even if you don't get the stunning strike.
Yeah.
And
so,
what is the DC on the stunning strike?
15.
15, and it is a con save, correct?
It does not say. I think it is.
I believe it is a con save.
It's a con save.
I
Okay.
believe it is, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so let's. There we go. Roll that. Roll that. There we go. A 9, however, I do not think. So he is now stunned for until your next round. He just kind of and freezes up. His eyes are still burning and very focused on Harith.
He is not in the market for a relationship. Get off of my friend!
Okay. All right. Quill, what do you got? One of them has run away, one of them is dead, and the third is stunned for this round.
Okay, I'm going to use my Misty Step
Mhm.
as my bonus action. I want
Yep.
to draw my dagger venom and then use the action to coat it in poison. So I'm right next to him.
Okay, so all right. So you're right next to him with your weapon drawn and coated in poison. And glaring at him. But you have a dagger of venom, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's an action to activate the venom now. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I don't like that. It should be always venomized. I'll let you make one attack against him.
Okay.
Ooh. We lost Josh. Hopefully he'll come back soon. That 23 will definitely hit because he is restrained. And 6 damage. And what about the poison? Ooh, so
Yeah, he has to make a DC 15 Constitution save.
DC 15 con save. Which I believe he fails automatically if he's no, he's yeah, no, it's a crit because you struck him while he's restrained. Never mind, double that damage. So 12 damage, and then he's got to make a con save, which he has disadvantage on because he is restrained. See if that works. And 13, he fails that con save.
Okay, so then it's 2d10 poison damage. That's 11 poison damage, and he's poisoned for 1 minute.
He is poisoned for 1 minute, restrained. All right then, Aldar, you are up.
This one that's getting away, that's the one that Quill is at, right?
The one that got away, the one that ran away he's gone.
Oh, okay, he's not even close enough. Well, shit. Okay, yeah, then he's gonna swing at this last guy.
Okay.
Let's see here. Bam. No, I'm not. Not one.
Oh no!
As you
wow.
go to swing down with your mighty hammer, you just kind of, well, also you're coming up from the ground. I guess you're still a little disoriented and you're thinking that you're going to swing, and instead you just kind of face plant and you're still prone.
Perfect. That works. I stand back up. That's it.
Well, no, wait. He's restrained. Rewind that. He's restrained. You have advantage.
Oh, dope. Then yeah, he's getting smashed with a fucking hammer.
So
Kabow.
it's an auto crit, so give that 16 damage. Alrighty.
And then he takes another 7 fire damage.
How would you like to kill this guy?
Man, same as the first. If he's restrained, I'm just driving this into like his ribs, and you can hear them crack under the pressure, and you can see the tss of the family crest brand into his disgusting vampire flesh.
All right, as you go and go ahead and break out of this creature, and you see it come back and just kind of, again, you see the brand begin to glow, and he just kind of tries to make a sound, but he's restrained and he can't do anything at the moment. You begin to see how he, you begin to notice that it begins to slowly burn from the inside as you begin to see him just slowly burn and turn to ash. And you are out of combat.
Yay!
The night is dark by this point. You still have Orestes on the ground trying hard to get out of his bonds. And just got, I'm sorry to be, get me out of these!
Cool, take out a different dagger and cut him free.
Okay. As you kind of do, he just get kind of just, really, I could have been helpful with that. I mean, honestly.
Harath kind of like walks over to the elf dude and is like, "My apologies. My companions are a little strange, but it's understandable given that we was just attacked by vampires."
Yes, there's no way to trust you. You could have been one of them and could have attacked us. It could have been 4 against 4. That is even out, but still, even then. Now you're safe, not a harm to me. Perfect. Also, you couldn't help. Look at you. You're pathetic.
I am a prince, and you...
Could crush you with my hammer.
I'll do that.
He could have just made a warning, could have said it's a vampire, anything else, but no. He just showed up. He got a letter that said run. Why are you running this way? Why don't you run the other way?
That's why I would keep him tied up.
I was running. I went to rescue my sister.
This is not your sister. Is not here.
No, she was in the palace, and I went to go to the palace to rescue her, and they set upon me in the woods.
And you will realize you are not an adventurer and you are bad at this.
Harath kind of like thinks for a minute before like he like bows because he's like he realizes that he's talking to a prince. So he's like, "My apologies, my liege. I did not mean to like incur your wrath of anything."
I don't know this prince. What are you bowing for?
I am the prince of this land. You are on my lands. You should recognize who I am.
I don't
Honestly.
recognize you at all. to be honest.
I also don't recognize who the prince is, but like being that Pereth would kind of like respect nobility and whatnot, he does kind of like do the traditional like bow.
He acknowledges you and just kind of, see, this is an appropriate response to my presence, not tying me up and leaving me on the ground.
My apologies, Prince
Could have
Altestes.
left you in the river.
Would you like some soup, or what did we cook? What did we cook? What did you cook, Will? Do we have to feed him? He's just bones.
There's a little bit left of it. Might be cold by now.
My apologies, Prince Altestes. It is simple fare, but I'm sure you can eat our food, and we'll... that thing bit me, Hareth. It bit me in my neck.
Pereth kind of like looks to you and says, "We could potentially risk hunting. However, we don't know if there's any more of those creatures running around."
Hunting what? Why would we hunt?
And
Do you
I'm
know
not going
anything?
anywhere. I'm going to save my sister.
If you are a prince, I don't want to be too forward, but there is, of course, the discussion about the fee for saving your life.
Fine, whatever. We can figure that out later. I
It's-
mean, I'm sure by now I should be king, given the fact that my sister's
Adventuring
sending a
isn't free.
letter, everybody's dead. But yes, we can discuss this if you're willing to help me.
Oh no, I already helped you. You ran into my
No,
camp
no,
with all my friends
no,
here.
no,
We
no,
killed
no,
you.
no. You tied me up.
Yes,
You tied me up.
because you're clearly
Help.
useless.
Mm,
I could have just
Perhaps
given
then-
you to these guys. They clearly wanted you more than they wanted us.
Pereth kind of like looks at Alder and says, "Alder, my friend,
Yes.
let us listen and be reasonable here. Let's not do anything brash like you did before."
Well, fine.
honestly, we just
apologies.
need we go. We save my sister. I'll pay you whatever you want.
Perfect. Those are my favorite words.
Honestly, dwarves.
That and free ale.
I'm sure we can find you something to drink.
Perfect. This is great day. Oh, Estia, you're bleeding.
No, really.
No,
I am so
really.
amazed at your astute powers of observation.
I know you got it on me.
I know, and we will never speak of this again.
It's okay. And he puts his hand up on you, and he's gonna heal you.
As that's going on, Perez kind of like bows again and says, "My liege, all I ask for is an ancient
Is what? I'm sorry.
mystery."
No, possibly. Yes, that healing will definitely go into effect. Just remember, if you got bit, your max HP is still down. Estia is the only one that wouldn't have that effect.
So,
Yes.
how many hit points?
15.
50. Oh. Going back to max again.
Okay. He looks at you and says, like, of course, I can do whatever you want. And you feel, looking around, that the mist kind of begins to circulate around your camp. And it almost like there's the light that's coming off of the fire kind of sparks and glows, and it kind of bounces off Alder's hammer, and you see it kind of glow for a moment and just kind of push the mists kind of further away. You can, for the night, be safe here if you wish to rest.
Yeah, I would like to definitely rest.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we can finish
You
the rest.
kind of feel a blessing from your god come down on you, Alder, and you're sure that you will be safe here for the night.
Perfect. I like this. Yeah, so we will we'll do a long rest.
Mm-hmm. You get all the benefits of a long rest. All of your hit points are back. If you lost your maximum, you're back to that. You're fine.
Alrighty. Interesting.
As dawn begins to break, you begin to notice that the air is cold and the sun seems weaker than yesterday. It's still bright out. It's not raining. It's just weaker. The chill of late autumn has settled in, and the early morning fog makes everything seem duller, as if the very woods around you are kind of drained of energy. And the world is coated in a haze or fog. The damp chill in the air makes you see your breath and just kind of soaks into your bones as you go. Orestes is insisting that you head out as soon as possible. What are you going to do?
Where are we going again? What do you think we agreed to?
Okay, you are going with me
Okay.
to my palace, and
Yes.
we're going to rescue my sister and find out what happened to... I'm assuming my father is dead, otherwise why is my sister writing to me?
Sure.
And probably my mother, because she was regent, and therefore, obviously, something had to have happened for my sister to be in this predicament.
Yes. And I don't want to speak on behalf of everyone, but why am I going with you?
Harath kind of like looks to you, Alder, and says, because he promised you gold.
Oh, yes, right. Gold and all the ale I can drink. Perfect. That is great. That's right. I forgot. I didn't care so much that I forgot it all already. I'm back. Okay, let's go. Perfect. I'm in.
All right.
Harath also kind of like notices the mist and says, yes, I believe we should go. It's not safe to stay in one place for very long, given everything that happened.
Yes, given the vampires.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this. How do you know they're vampires? They could have been whatever. I don't know that they were vampires. I mean, why would they be vampires? I'm quite sure that they weren't vampires.
Because I'm several hundred years old and I've been adventuring for almost all of my life. That's why
He
I'm
knows
pretty
a
sure.
lot of things.
Also,
That's all-
Harath... I'm sorry.
That's all he does. He drinks and he knows things.
That is true. I drink and know things. Yes, she's right.
Harath
You're
kinda
also
like
very
walks-
short. I understand that might be all reasons that that's all you can do.
Yes. So I like to do.
Harath kind I'm sorry, right?
Go ahead. No, go ahead, man.
Harath kind of like walks over to like one of the bodies that's like not like completely destroyed, lifts up the head and says, see? Pointing at the mouth.
No, there are no
Vampire.
bodies left. They're just ash.
Ash.
Oh. Well, I'm completely dumb right now.
They just fell to ash.
Okay.
Perfect.
The day dawns. You're proceeding out towards the palace. How are you going to go?
I assume that the prince is going to lead us.
Okay.
I think it would be wise to have him in the middle. And the four of us kind of like surrounding him as he like tells us where to go.
All right, we have to protect him, I guess.
Yes.
Does claim to be a prince.
He does make a lot of claims and shouts a lot, and demands things. Sounds like a prince.
I am. You know,
Don't even.
after we save my
don't-
sister and you drink and I pay you,
Yes.
I am totally banning you from my country for the rest of your entire natural life and your unnatural one.
Perfect. That is great.
That has never worked before.
Nope, it isn't. We all look the same to you, so we just come right in. You can't tell.
Oh yes.
I have guards for that reason.
That's okay. I have hammer for that reason. Let's
Harath
go,
kinda,
prince.
like chuckles to himself and says, "Ah yes, the famous dwarf women. They have the beards.
That's true, as far as you know.
Very true."
Mhm.
All right.
So, which of you is going to roll me that survival check? Who is in the lead? Who's going to roll that survival check?
I am not in the lead with that.
It might be me, unless it's Quill.
I
Yeah,
I can
'cause have a
I can
two.
roll it.
Doesn't seem confident, Quill. Estia, how about you?
I can roll it.
That
I mean,
seemed as
that's
confident as Quill. Jeez. Alright, I will. I guess. 16?
And 16. As you begin to proceed towards it, Orestes is giving you directions, so you kind of know where you're going. The air around you just feels even more oppressive. There's this feel like that dark winter gloom, but it's still light enough to be autumn. The seasons haven't changed. The fog seems to begin to be burning off, but not anywhere near quickly enough as you would expect during the day. And as you come across, you're proceeding down and you're almost within sight of the palace, you come across someone. You come across a floating figure of a woman, just kind of standing there, gazing at you and reaching out towards you.
Harath immediately would pull out his sword and points it at the figure and says, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
Estia has her, spear at the ready, but she's like, "We have to be like, hello, darling. How are you? What do you need help with? Are you okay? You look kind of, I don't want to say dead, but you don't look good. So are you okay?"
I know. Yes, I know. I'm dead.
Oh, you are dead. Oh.
It's her fault. It's her fault.
Her? Who's her?
Clytemnestra, the queen. And Orestes just kind of looks visibly shocked at this.
Is this your mother?
The floating dead woman or Clytemnestra? My mother is Clytemnestra.
Either one, I guess, at this point. Who's the floating dead one?
And she kind of turns to Aldar and just kind of looks you up and down. She's also an elf, just, I guess, the spiritual remains of one. And just kind of whispers and kind of comes up next to you and floats right next to you and whispers into your ear, "Cassandra is my name. She killed me. And the king. She stabbed us with a spear, both at the same time.
At the same time?
Death was welcome."
It was welcome.
May I roll a history check to see if this is the prince's sister?
You can,
All right.
or you can just ask him.
I would assume he would freak out if his sister was a ghost right in front of him.
Well,
On that 20, you can definitely know, this is not his sister, this is an entire woman altogether, but you do know that his father, the king, had been gone for a while, and that this was a surprise that he's now dead.
Oh, wait a minute. You said that she stabbed you with a spear at the same time.
Alder, no, we all agreed to.
Okay, just making sure.
We all got it.
They were
Yes.
intimate
Yes,
together.
Yes.
Killed them both.
We all put that together.
Alright, just making sure everyone's on the same page here. Perfect. Yeah.
Death was welcome. I hated him. I hated what they stood for.
Sure,
But
that's...
still, kill her and free me. I wish to return home. I don't want to be here.
No, I kind of feel like if you were sleeping with the king and his wife found you and killed you, that, she wins this round. That's pretty
Wasn't
much...
my choice. I didn't mean to be here. My city was burned.
So you accidentally fell into the same bed and then
No, I didn't accidentally fall into anything. And she is angry now. Like,
Is it
Harath kind of
visibly
puts up
angry.
the hand and says, "It is possible that had her village been burned, the king might have brought her in as a certain type of slave."
Oh no, he did not. Is this what your daddy did? Is this what your daddy did?
Yes. Kill him. Kill her. Kill them all. And she's like, slowly, what was a calm, peaceful spirit is becoming more and more angry. They burned the city to the ground. I wish to see this sinful world burn. She stabbed me. She stabbed me again. Free me. Kill her. Free me. And she just kind of begins to float and just almost as if she's lost any connection with reality at the moment, and kind of begins to float and seize a little bit.
All testes. I just want to ask you a question. Do you have any uncles maybe and aunts that we're gonna have to run into, or they burn somebody or drown somebody? Like, is this a normal thing with your family? I just need to know.
Well, there's unfortunately stories about earlier generations that were very. Look, the whole thing with the cannibalism, I'm sure, was very, very much made up and was not in any way, shape, or form. It's not the point. My sister is trapped, and apparently, I don't understand. This being that I have never met before is saying that my mother killed my father, and I don't understand this. My father was away at war, and now I don't understand. Why are these things happening?
Okay. Can Alda, Quill, Harris, can you just stay right here, all testes, and
I need to save my sister. Electra does nothing with this. I need to go save her.
We need to talk. Just one second. Okay. His family eats people, burns people.
Yes.
He's dying really fast. These are vampires. He's after them.
Yes.
Are we sure? Are we sure that this is like? It's going to have to be a lot of gold. I don't even care about gold, but this is. I did not sign up for this. Like, I did not. Like, are we going to do this?
I mean, to be fair, you guys all just said yes, and only I asked for gold, so I think you're getting none. That is how I interpreted it as well. So.
Okay. So when they want to eat somebody, I can give them you.
Yes, yeah. Or you could renegotiate with the prince, and maybe you get your own money and your own ale.
I don't really care about the money right now. I just want to make sure I do not get eaten.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that breaks some kind of celibacy
Yes.
vow in some way. So I just need to make sure that you will end up in somebody's mouth, not me.
Perfect. I will end up in whatever mouth you like.
Okay, there we go. All right, I'm good.
Great. Quill, do you want to be in someone's mouth as well, or what is your... You're fine, right? Perfect.
I'm good to go. I'm sure there's something that I can get from this whole misadventure.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, we just kill a bunch of vampires, and then we find out that the prince is evil, and then we crush his head, and then we take over the whole kingdom. It's like another day, another dollar, they say. Another gold, as it were. I could be a king. I won't, but I could, just saying. Heret, are you good to go as well?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Perfect.
I did not sign up for this, but we're helping out a prince, so of course. It's my duty to help out the nobles.
Sure. Whatever you like.
Altestes, we have come to a vote. We are okay with your completely messed up family and assisting you with anything that you need. But I may have to draw up a contract. So
Yes.
something that involves like no cannibalism,
True.
nobody's marrying anybody.
Yes.
You know. So okay.
I don't care about any of that. I only care about Electra. She's the only one that has value at the moment. I mean, I'm like, I want to know what my mother has done to my father, because that's...
Yep.
I
Okay.
have no idea what's going on here,
Okay.
but
Go on.
obviously there are things that need to be discussed.
Yes. Also, we may have to kill you. I mean, alright, you were going to say something?
Yes, Hareth kind of like looks towards the prince and says, "There is a possibility that the queen said the lie of the king being away after the king died to try to like not bring up any suspicion."
I don't understand what's going on. We need to go save my sister. And he begins to
Yes, please.
stride purposely down away from the still floating kind of distracted form of Cassandra.
Do we follow him or do we let him walk to his own death?
Just
We-
stay about 5 feet behind. I'm going to stay 5 feet behind, just in case. I'm going to follow, but I'm going to stay behind just a little bit.
All
Hareth
right.
kind of follows, but like also kind of keeps his distance, but not too far away.
All right. As you begin to stride towards, or Orestes and the rest of you begin to stride towards the gate of this hill city, almost. It's a city with the palace in the middle of it. No one stops you at the gates. They recognize Orestes and just kind of quickly bow and go to speak to him, but he just strides past towards them. He approaches the doors of the palace and just kind of shoves them open, very entitled, almost Draco Malfoy-esque, as like, this is my space and I have entirely right. It's like, goes, where is my mother? And the guard standing at the side turns and says, Your Highness, I apologize. You are expected. Her Majesty the Queen awaits you in the halls of the Grand Hall of the Palace. I will escort you, of course, right away. And this younger elf kind of begins to slowly move towards you and leads you down the hall to the halls of the palace, to the doors of the Grand Hall. Anything you would like to do at the moment?
Kareth kind of like looks towards the party and says, do you think we should follow or should we stay out of this family squabble?
We are already in their house.
Yes, I think this
Like
is
a
why you
little
brought this here.
Like, it's hard, yeah.
So I guess Kareth is will follow, like, try stealthily follow. So should I roll a stealth check?
Yep, go ahead and roll that stealth check.
All right. Come on.
You're trying to move a little stealthily, but you don't know these kind of floors, and as you go to step, it just kind of, ooh, it's very strong tile, and you just kind of hear every footfall as you go, and the guard kind of looks back at you as you're kind of like, Her Majesty awaits, and pushes open the door and just kind of bows you in as you go.
All right.
Thank you, I appreciate your bout. Well done. Great execution.
Perfect execution.
And he follows behind.
Yeah, she's coming. She's kind of dusting herself off a little bit. So, oh, Alda, you've got a little thing on your cheek. We're going to lead royalty. Clean your cheek a little.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're good.
No, thank you. I've met royalty before. They're nothing special. They just wear fancy hits.
As he pushes open the door, the interior of this hall is little like this. And you notice a long hallway with 4 braziers at various points. There are 2 long tables that point along the north and south walls as you enter through the western doors. And you see standing at the top of the riser, right in front of another long table, you see a older female high elf. She's more alluring, strikingly so, even more beautiful than a normal average elven woman, if an elven woman could ever be considered average. And her long raven hair, which is very irregular for an elf, has been very expertly coiffed into ringlets and piled in purple, strung through the ringlets of her crown circlet, which is kind of filigreed. And if you've all seen Lord of the Rings, you kind of picture Arwen's crown there, with a small hanging emerald jewel that kind of sits in the middle of her forehead. This matches her long, very regal-looking, diaphanous emerald silk gown. Next to her is another male elf. His dark chestnut hair is tied back in a tight braid that kind of hangs between his shoulders, and his full armor is dark. But the most striking thing about him is the large sword strapped to his back. Seated behind them is another young elven woman who bears a striking resemblance to Orestes. And the woman on the riser turns and says, "My son, it is so good to have you home. Please, come sit. Bring your friends. We have much to discuss." And as she does so, she will attempt to do this on him.
Guessing suggestion.
Nope. She's going to cast Charm.
Oh no.
on Orestes, and let's see how Orestes does with his resistance to this charm. Let's see how he does with his wisdom saving throw, which I don't think he's going to do very well on.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, he fails that wisdom saving throw, and he begins to walk towards his mother. Of course, mother. What? Yes, of course. That would be the right thing to do. And all of a sudden, the doors slam shut behind you as the fire flares. I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Well, this is one of
Is
those.
like, I don't like the I have a bad feeling about this.
This is one of those times. Perfect. I could be king, I told you. This is going to be great.
Hey, got a 20.
6.
Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Oh, nope,
A
that's not
3. Wow. Okay.
this.
Wow.
I did not even know that was possible.
Oh, it's possible. I've had that happen to me many times.
Come back. Don't do that. Do this. No, do this. Sorry,
It's all
character
good.
sheets are complicated.
Indeed. It's all good.
And she rolls a 20.
Oh.
And then the gentleman standing next to her is also going to roll some initiative, and he rolls a 14. So we have some change of music. There we go. All right, so first up is, I believe, our dear friend Clay. Ooh, no, well, no, where is he? Yep, our dear friend. Oh,
Vampire Queen.
well, no. Yeah, no, and yes, actually, it is the vampire. It is the vampire queen, Clytemnestra, and it is. She is going to use her action to summon. So she's going to make some gestures towards the fire and with some arcane words. And she will summon, you'll hear in the distance the howl of wolves. The wolves will be here in 4 rounds.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Just die! This is not your matter! She turns to you all and says. It is then, I believe, Harith's turn.
Yes. Okay. So
You are all by the doors, by the way, if you need information about depth and just for further length of description of length. Go away. Come, stop.
Okay.
Stop. She is 80 feet from the doors.
Okay, so I can only move up to 30 feet. So Arth is going to move forward to try to get towards the queen.
Probably be a
And
good action at the moment.
He's going to also, because he has his bow in hand, he's going to take a shot at the 2 that are right near the table.
You're gonna the Orestes and Electra who are out of it, or the two who are aggressive towards you.
The ones that are right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the queen, and this is her companion.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna try and hit the queen.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Ka-chow! 16.
Okay, well, roll 20, come back. The 16 will not hit.
Okay. So here's the second shot.
And so the shot comes through, and she just kind of raises a hand, and it kind of falls in front of her as it does.
That's odd. Does a 28 hit?
The 28 will definitely hit.
Yay! So she takes 9 points of damage.
And this is a normal.
Yes, it is a normal bow.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Hereth just kind of looks at the queen and says, "Why do you have to be so ugly, Queenie?"
She is visibly offended at this, and you just see her go to reach towards you. She is not happy about that. She's not gonna take that. All right. Next up in the initiative order, we have. It looks like a Jestus is gonna be very, very upset by this insult to his beloved, and he is going to use his speed to. Yes, he's going to use his legendary action to. Or no, he's just going to use his speed, sorry, to move, dash towards you.
All right.
About where you're probably about there by this point. So he's going to move towards you and pull up into a melee with you. And then he's going to use his remaining action to strike at you with his greatsword.
Alrighty.
Oops, wrong one. There we go. Sorry, I have to make sure I've got all of these things in front of me. Does an 18 hit you, sir?
An 18, definitely hits me.
Okay. You are going to take 8 slashing damage as this giant greatsword kind of swings up in his hand in his fast speed and just swipes down towards you, preparing himself for another blow. You do not speak to my beloved in that manner, sir. He's not happy with you. You have next up on the initiative order is Quill.
Okay. Quill's gonna stay where she is and cast a lightning bolt at the vampire queen. It's
Okay.
a 100-foot line with a dex save.
I believe based on the way that you can get both of them. You can move yourself so you can get both of them.
Oh, then I will move and I will go for both of them.
Yeah, they're close enough in line. No. The two vampires.
Okay. Oof. Rip.
But wait, what?
That's a damn shame. Oh, yeah, they have to make a dex save. You're fine. You have it set up as
okay. Never mind, I hit the wrong button.
I think you have it set up as a spell attack,
you have it
not
set
a
up.
card.
Yeah, I was like, wait, that's not how that works. It's a dex save. I was like, wait. What is your spellcast DC?
16.
Okay, so she fails and is going to take full damage. He passes and is going to take, I believe, half damage as lightning bolt.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and click where it says lightning bolt and give me the damage. So 38. So she's going to take all of that. He is going to take half of that, which is 19. Math is fun. Don't we love it? Why, you little... She is not happy with that.
Listen,
You
bitch.
little cur! You, sir, are no gentleman.
Hereth just kind of says immediately, just die already.
No. Oh crap! What happened?
Oh no.
Okay. It is then, I believe, Esthia's turn. Am I correct in that?
It's Alder's turn.
It's Alder.
Yeah, Alder begins walking up
Sorry.
behind where Hereth was, and he bangs the haft of his warhammer up, and he kind of thrusts it in the air, and he says, "By the light of Uldir!" And you can see the flames explode out of it, and it washes everyone in a divine radiance as I cast Holy Aura on the entire party. So the entire party You guys all have advantage on all saving throws. All creatures have disadvantage on attacking you. And in addition, if an undead, i.e. vampires, hit you, they must make a Constitution saving throw or be blinded.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you, Alder.
Okay.
And
And
that's
at
it.
the
That's his
end
action.
of your turn, you're going to see Agesthus make a legendary action against Hareth with his bite. Why did it not bring the...
Yeah, why didn't it bring up the...
There we go, that one. But the 13, he goes down, but I guess he must have been kind of sparks again and jerks as if he can't move. I guess the lightning did more damage to him than he thought.
Yeah.
Suck it.
All right, it is now it is Quill's turn, correct? Yes.
Yeah. Or Estia's turn.
Estia, sorry, Estia. I'm doing this backwards. Yes, Estia.
So I'm looking about how many feet are we away right now? I'm trying to count on the map.
Okay, well, if you're about 75 feet from her, and maybe about 30 feet from Agesthus.
Okay, so she's going to, you see her draw that one sword. She has one sword people don't hardly see from her back. And she tosses it in the air and just whispers softly, Chorus. And she's going to bring to bear her dancing sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that misses, but and it flies up into the air, hovers, and then shoots for that one.
Okay, Agesthus, yep.
Yeah. And it looks like that one's gonna miss.
Yes, the 8 will definitely miss.
All right.
It just kind of he just kind of ducks out of the way of the sword and kind of comes back up in a stance, full parry, ready to go.
All right. I think that's a bonus action, not actually an action.
No, yep, you're a bonus action.
Okay. Sorry, dancing sword is new for me. Can it attack more than once in a round?
No, it's
Yeah.
your bonus action to use it,
Yes.
and then you
All
have
right.
another action left. And
And so then she's going to move forward towards that one with her spear at the ready, because I don't think she can close that distance with a move.
I mean, it's 30 feet. You should be able to. You're a monk. You should have by like 50 feet by 50, level 15.
Okay, so she's going to run forward with the sword. I mean, with her spear.
Okay.
And go to try to attack.
And then as you bring the spear around, it just kind of grazes off the plate armor that this figure is wearing.
Mm,
Full plate. Is
So
there
that does
anything?
not... I didn't do that.
No.
Yeah.
It does not hit. That does not hit at all.
Okay.
And is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, she's just engaging him.
All right. And at the end of your turn, Clytemnestra is going to just move back over here out of just... You are all causing me stress. Why are you doing this?
You need to
Honestly,
name
it's a family matter.
That's what Hareth says to the queen.
Well, you know.
Well, this is why you do not bring your side piece to your castle. God.
I didn't do that. First, and Clytemnestra is going to turn, and she is going to. She is going to turn and with a sudden motion, cast her arm and disappear.
Oh, great. She can poof.
She just vanishes from sight.
Very great. Wait, so she...
What?
I have a bad feeling about this.
If you do not stop saying that.
I'm sorry.
And then it is Harith's turn. You are currently in melee with the warrior Justus.
Oh, so the gentleman right behind me? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
So, Hareth is going to switch from his bow to his sunblade,
Okay.
and he's going to attack twice.
All right. Go ahead, make those attacks. That first attack, you
Yes.
bring it down and just kind of glashes off his armor. You see a little nick in the armor. He's like, and he just gets more angry at you. The 19 will hit.
It's a 19.
The 19 will hit.
Sweet.
So go ahead and give me
Okay,
that.
then.
Oh, so 8 slashing damage. And your d6.
Oh, yes, D6, that's right. So let me just roll that really quick. If the thing would open up. Okay.
So many rolls.
Yay!
There you go.
Finally, I got a 6.
Keep it. All right.
And as you come back with the
Finally.
second strike to kind of go across, you just kind of make a big carve across his arm. You can see it kind of start oozing blood. You hit him. You didn't like it, but you hit him.
And this
And
is
he-
why you don't marry ugly chicks, he says to the vampire guy.
Oh, that is a good one. That is a good one.
I didn't marry the ugly chick. And it's his turn now, so he's going to swing around with his great sword. And he's going to attack you with his great sword.
Alrighty.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. As soon
And
as it-
oh yeah, that's I need to get it.
then I'm assuming the 13 doesn't hit you.
That does not hit me.
As he goes to swing around, you just kind of duck and weave underneath it. Why did it ring it twice? Well, that's good because this comes back with his second attack and he's stinging down. Does that 15 hit you?
No, it does not hit me.
You're just kind of bobbing and weaving. Honestly, I don't understand what's going on. And that is the end of his turn. Yes.
Lovely.
And as he kind of bobs towards you, you begin to see his arm, which was cut, kind of obviously begins to knit itself back up. And
Hareth
it-
kind of like says to the guys, just before, he's like, guys, we have a problem.
It is now Quill's turn.
Okay, I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I'm gonna toss a fireball at him, or firebolt at him.
I was about to say fireball. What?
See if I got this. Okay,
Ooh,
23.
yay.
The 23 will hit him. Yes.
All right,
You like it?
4 fire damage.
For 4 fire damage.
Yes.
He just kind of, and you just see a little smokes kind of coming off of his braid, and he's like, that was disconcerting, but you'll have to try harder. Next up in the turn order, we have Alder.
He looks around and not seeing the queen, he points his hammer back to the door and he says, "Flammable deer, guard the door!" And I cast Guardian of Faith, which is a super long non-concentration spell. So basically, a massive fire guardian holding a shield and a warhammer stands in front of the door, and any hostile creature, any hostile to me creature that walks within it takes radiant damage. So it's now standing in front of the door, preventing anything from leaving.
Great. You have a guardian standing in front of the door. He's standing right about here for you.
And that is my turn.
He's standing right there. He's standing right here for you.
Yeah,
For
there
everybody
you go.
on the thing. There we go. Thank you. Fabulous. Now that is your turn.
Yep.
And after your turn, I have a question for Hareth.
Yes.
Hold on. If it works the way I want it to do. Do you, want to, go ahead and, well, deal with that.
Do I want to do what now?
The queen appears next to you, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
You have advantage
Sweetness.
if you can roll a 32. It looks like that's what you need to roll.
Okay, let me just let me just roll it.
That seems.
It seemed a little high.
No! Why? And it was a crit too!
Yeah. Oh, that seems. What? That seems really, really high.
Could be.
I'm just trying to make sure that the. No, that doesn't affect the spell. It's a con saving throw. It is an attack. It is a spell. It is, however, oh, I see what it did. Okay. It is a DC 25, not a 32. No, it is 32.
Oh.
It is 32. She's a 9th level spellcaster. Never mind. It is a DC 32.
Oh god.
Yeah, so you're gonna take all 29 of that blight. And it is a 29 necrotic damage.
Well, he did roll a crit.
Yeah, so I'll give you half damage on that. For some reason, it's being very weird. And you are going to take that. You're going to take half damage. So you'll go ahead and take 14 necrotic damage.
Alrighty.
And then, yeah, as this giant of dark energy emerges from behind you, as she kind of appears. As she appears. Right. Why is she? Here we go. As she appears right over here, behind you.
Alrighty. Being that I took necrotic damage, would that mean that my maximum HP?
No, this one does not affect your maximum HP.
Okay.
This just takes straight necrotic damage, and you are not a plant, so don't worry about that.
Okay. Yay, I'm not a plant.
And then she's going to just kind of move herself over here. It is now Estia's turn.
Oh my goodness. So the queen is on the other side of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I am engaged with the.
You're engaged with the jesters, yep.
So she's just gonna go all in, with that spare two-handed strikes for her actions. So
the 12 is not going to hit.
yeah,
He kind of just dances out of the way, even as he's parrying the blows.
16's not gonna hit.
16 is not going to hit either. Even without advantage, he just kind of ducks and parries again.
And so then with her bonus action, she's gonna look up to her sword again and, point towards him.
Okay.
Since it's still hovering.
Mhm.
Watch this miss as well.
Nope, that does hit. That 22 will definitely hit.
Okay.
Nice.
And how do I get damage from this one? Here
You
we go.
just go ahead and click. There you go. It just kind of glances across him, and it definitely damages him, but you just kind of see this kind of cut across his cheek as it slowly dribbles blood.
And then she just kind of looks over to where the queen reappeared and comes back and she says, I can now see why your husband was having an affair. This is a mean lady. She is so mean.
Or psycho, more like it.
Well, it's okay. Why do you always go to psycho if a woman is acting crazy? Okay, yeah, I can see. Okay, just kill her.
Yes, the killer. Ask no questions.
And that's
Okay. And that is the end of your turn. It is now her turn. She is very displeased by you. And she is going to go ahead and decide that you are a pain, that she would rather have more control over, and she's going to cast Charm. And I need you to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
With advantage.
Is that towards me?
Nope, towards Estia.
I'm trying to make sure that I don't have any other thing that does anything because I'm gonna forget. Okay,
Unless
wisdom
you're
saving throw
Mhm.
with advantage.
Mhm.
See what happens when I click this button. Yeah, that didn't
Ooh,
save.
you make the.
No, you have advantage.
You did not save. Even with the advantage, you did not save. And you are now charmed by her, and she merely says, honestly, I really think you're a problem. Go away. And she's going to tell you to leave. Or she's going to more accurately try and say, why don't you come and sit next to Orestes? He will make you feel so much better. And you're going to think that she is the most important thing in the world, and you're going to want to do her actions.
Oh, of course, mother. I'll test these. Now tell me about why are you so obsessed with your sister? And she just goes off like she's counseling someone.
As you walk towards him.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be her action. It is now
Correct.
Harith's turn.
Alrighty, so Harith is going to look at this vampire that he's locked in combat with, and he's like just gonna say, just die already.
Why don't you first?
23 hits, I'm assuming.
The 23 will hit.
Sweet. And here comes the second one. Ka-chow!
Yes, will definitely hit.
Sweet. And I need to roll those d6s, correct?
Yep. 2d6.
Alrighty, so let me just pick that up. Not 3, 2. Alright.
Yep.
So that will be 29.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And he just kind of really, and he just kind of takes these strikes against his, coming down across his shoulder and across his abdomen, and he just kind of grits his teeth and just shakes, and you see the marks that you had made immediately begin to close up as he kind of turns towards you and say, I think it's time for me to be a little bit more personal with you. And he is going to attempt to fight you with a 19.
Oh no. Yeah. With the 19? Oh god.
The 19 is the one at disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, and you are going to take 7 piercing damage and 9 necrotic.
And as his fangs pierce
Alrighty.
into Hareth's skin, a bright aura flashes, and he needs to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He is
Which he
blinded
failed. Which he is blinded.
until the spell ends,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Until-
8 more rounds.
Okay.
So my current HP, like,
Drops by
That's-
9. Yep.
okay.
He is blinded, but he can still make attacks, particularly against the person that he is currently in combat with. So he's going to go ahead and make another bite attack at disadvantage, which is 2 nat 20s.
Wow.
I'm sorry. that literally.
Wow.
Oh God.
That's rough.
So he's gonna do that's 13 necrotic damage and 14 piercing damage.
Dear God.
Yikes.
And then he's going to end his turn.
On the bright side, you have advantage on blinded characters, so
That's true.
you know.
Oh God, I can't.
I honestly, I'm
That's pretty good.
I'm just more confused.
Yeah.
Quill, go ahead, you're up.
Quill's gonna go, if you wish me to do better, then fine. And I'm going to cast Disintegrate at level 8.
Fuck me.
Going
So which means he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
You know, I don't think he does. But I think he will. What is your spell DC?
Fuck.
16.
Well, he's just gonna use his legendary resistance and pass that. He
Okay.
just kind of darts out of the way of the beam that goes. So that is one of his legendary resistances gone for you, ladies and gentlemen,
Nice.
if you were paying attention.
Hey,
And then at the end of his turn, he is going. At the end of your turn, Quill, he has decided he really, really wants to, attack Harith, who's been annoying him, and he's going to bite you again.
oh, again?
Yep, he's going to bite you again.
Okay.
But a little 11 is not going to work this time. He kind of comes down and, I guess, dodging out of the way of the disintegrate and, coming out, but still blinded. He's going to bite down and miss entirely where your head is.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh God. That was brutal.
Then it is our dear friend Aldar's turn. Excuse me, Aldar.
It is Alder's turn. Alder looks to this guy. Does he look like he's seen some wear and tear? Does he look like he's hurting?
I mean, there are cuts and bruises.
Sure.
There's some damage.
So he looks at him and says, "This'll be enough of this," and he throws his hammer in the air. And then when it falls and he catches it, there's a flaming replica of his hammer in the air as I cast spiritual weapon, which lands like right next to the guy. And my weapon and myself all strike at the same time. And that spiritual weapon was at it's supposed to be at a way higher level. It's supposed to be at like level.
But the 13 is still not going to hit him.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I have advantage. Yep, that's right. 13 still doesn't hit, and then I do.
Okay, and then you can go ahead and attack.
And then I'm going to smash him with a 30.
The 30 will definitely hit him. The 30 will definitely hit him.
He takes 12 bludgeoning damage and 15 fire damage.
Okay, so that's 27.
Not bad.
Okay, and no, he did not like that. You just kind of see him shift as he kind of like dislocate a shoulder as you strike down on him, and you see the divine radiance of your hammer kind of glow and just strike into the body of him.
Hell yeah.
He didn't like that. He did not like that, and he yells out to you, "Well, if you wanted to beat me so much, why don't you just deal with it?" And he swipes across left at you with a 23 to hit
23 hits.
with one of his legendary actions, or 9 bludgeoning damage to your face
That's fine.
as he's just kind of swipes out at you.
Ouchie.
Yeah. Kind of can do some damage. And now we have Estia.
Question.
Yep.
I do have stillness of mind, which means it says I can use an action to end one effect on yourself that is causing you to be charmed or frightened.
You can.
Would that be applicable? Okay.
Yes, you can.
Right there.
I will have to say that I need to refresh.
So
Thank you for letting me know. It's,
Okay, yeah. So stillness of mind. That she's going to be focusing on, stealing her mind. That's one action.
Mhm.
That still allows me to take my bonus action, right?
yep, you can still take your bonus action.
So is she uncharmed, or is she
She's
still charmed?
you kind of calm your mind and you kind of go, wait, this is very odd, and you shake your head and just kind of lose the charm for the moment.
Women are supposed to support other women. Ugh! And she just
Tell that to my sister.
And she just, I'm trying to figure out who's in range. I don't think anybody's in range right now from where I am if I'm sitting beside
Orestes? No, I don't
Orestes.
think so.
So I'm going to, because I could do that as a bonus action, spend a key point to take patient defense.
Okay.
As my bush.
Yeah, you use the action, the patient
Yeah.
mind, to do that, and you
Yeah.
use the bonus action for patient defense. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So she's currently patient defense right now.
Okay. Which means attacks on you have disadvantage.
Yes.
All right.
Well, attacks and you have disadvantage anyway.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Like, I forgot that.
All right. Now we are back to the top of the round. Really, I don't understand why you make things so complicated. Really, I really don't. And she's going to turn towards Quill and cast Dominate Person.
Oh no!
No.
I've had some bad experiences with that spell.
And you need to make a wisdom saving throw, I believe. Yes? Yes. Yes, you have to make a wisdom saving throw. And a 12 will fail, unfortunately. DC was 17. And unfortunately, with that failure, you are now dominated.
Oh no.
And she tells you, I really think that you should attack the dwarf. So on your next action, you are going to attack Alder. All right, it is now Harith's turn. You are in combat with this blinded warrior, Agesthus, and you've just taken some serious damage from him.
Yes, and as soon as I'm able to get onto the map, I will do my attack damages towards the.
All right, well, you got to roll for the attack first.
Yes, of course. Sorry about my technical difficulties.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so it's there. Why is it? I'm gonna have to refresh yet again. It's
Okay, well, let me roll it for you. So, what's your attack bonus?
my attack
Here,
bonus.
I can do it. I can do it faster.
Sorry.
No, I'm assuming you're striking with that sunblade again.
Yes. Yes, I am.
4, 5 plus 11. Ooh, 1d20 plus 11.
You can just roll it from his character sheet too, D.
Yeah, I know. It's faster to do it this way for right now. But the 29 will definitely hit.
Yay!
29 will definitely hit. And then if we roll that damage, that's 9 slashing damage.
Sweet.
And your d6.
I'm assuming this is the first attack, right?
This is the first attack. Ooh, you got 6 damage on that one. I should roll for you more often. That is
Not bad.
15. He's starting to definitely look a little rougher. You see some marks upon him and crawling again. All right, for your second attack, sir. The 13. Well, you get advantage, so rolling again. And the 13 and the 15, neither one of those hit. So the 15, you come around for your second strike after you kind of carve into his weapon-bearing arm and you kind of scrape across his ribs and you go to hit again and he just kind of pushes the blade out of the way and turns to you and really don't like you. What he assumes is you, as he kind of is very, very, blind moment. But it is his turn.
Yeah, Horetz says, as he says that, he's like, I don't like vampires, so die.
Alright, and as it is his turn, he is going to go ahead and attempt to bite you again, because...
Oh no.
It's worked for him so far. 25 hit?
Okay, 25 hits, yeah. It definitely hits.
You take 8 piercing damage and 11 necrotic damage as he strikes at you. And he's going to bite you again because he seems to like this. It's well, no, he's not going to do that. Actually, he's going to try and but that 12 as he kind of scrapes out towards you as almost to pull you in to kind of grapple you fails as you kind of dance out of the way and bring the sword up to block. All right, it is Quill's turn. You are dominated.
Yeah. All right.
And you've been instructed to attack the dwarf.
So Quill's going to disappear in a puff of smoke and reappear in a puff of smoke next to Alder, and I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Oof.
Okay.
You have disadvantage, I think.
Yep, you're now an aggressive creature towards him. Work for you?
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
There we go.
It just rolled the damage, not the... Why did it do that?
Yeah, I didn't roll the attack for it.
Alright, you got it? Or you need me to?
I think the 6 is actually the damage that's done.
It is.
Yeah, that's the damage. It should be, what? 1d20 plus 8. 1d20 plus 8.
No.
I got the one.
Nope. I'm gonna assume that doesn't hit.
No, and he has disadvantage anyway, so that 2 is pretty low.
Yeah, it just kind of reaches out for you and tries to strike you, and it doesn't hit you at all.
Yeah, Alder kind of reaches back and mushes them, like, get away from me. And he again strikes out with his hammer at this vampire for a 25.
25 will hit.
It takes 12 and then 8 fire damage, so a total of 20. And then I'm going to spend my crit on my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And let me just fix this real quick. Boop. There we go. We'll spend that like a crit. Boom. And it was level 6. You take a shitload of damage. Oh wait, that can't be right. Is that
no,
right?
that's not right.
Hold on. Let me fix that.
Jesus!
Yeah, that's way too much. Hold on. Let's try that again. I'll do that. There we go. Level 6. That's right. You take a shitload of damage. So I don't know how to math. You take 38 damage. You take 38 damage from the weapon, and then you take an additional 19 force damage.
He is severely damaged as you bring this big weapon down around and just kind of crushes in on this giant glowing hammer, crushes in on his ribcage, and you see like things begin to break, and portions of his ribs exuding out, and the elbow that was kind of blocking there kind of begins to be a compound fracture as blood drips. He is not looking good at all.
Perfect. That's how I prefer my vampires.
He does not like this at all, so he's going to use his legendary action to turn around and bite at you.
Miss.
With an 18, he misses as he comes down. And he's not liking that. And you see from across the way, she decides that she is going to cast Blight at you. What the heck is it doing? Yes. Yeah, okay, so, yep, that DC 32 apparently is sticking.
Weird.
Well, what we got? Oh, well, that's why.
Should be like a 15 or a 17.
Yeah, it should be a 19.
Gotcha.
It should be a 19, considering spell level and intelligence bonus.
Con save?
What the heck is it rolling that?
Nope.
Oh no, Mike, no.
Oh, that's totally
You are
fine.
now blighted, and you're going to take 34 necrotic damage.
That's totally fine. And she needs to make me a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
I figured out why it's rolling that DC 32 is because it's set at 32 and not telling me, and I can't figure out how to fix it. So, it should be a 19, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
I figured out the math on that. All right. So she needs to make a Constitution saving throw on.
As soon as she hits me, it flares again, and she is
with a
blind.
13, she's going to be blinded,
Yep.
and it is now. That was her turn, and she's going to.
Oh no, that was her legendary action, right?
Legendary action. Her legendary action. It is now her turn.
It's Estia's turn.
It's Estia's turn. Yes, you were correct. Sorry.
all good.
What I was trying to say is that was not her turn.
Yeah.
It is her legendary action. It is now Estia's turn, and I can't talk. I cannot talk all.
One team, one fight.
Okay, so to get from where I was to where the queen is, about how many feet is that?
Well, where she is now,
Yes.
here. About 20 feet.
Okay, I can pretty much make that without that much issue. So she's going to move forward towards the queen when she sees her attacking. And she is actually going to attempt to basically, tackle and grab her.
Okay.
She has the grappler's feet, but let me roll that. Be unarmed.
No, it's for grapple. If you want to grapple her, it's opposed athletics or acrobatics checks. Your choice. On
Okay. So we'll do opposed acrobatics.
Yep, your choice.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
All right, so let's see. Probably gonna fail.
Oh, she did horrible, so it's fine.
Okay. So, you see Estia kind of get him, just run up, jump and just running tackle.
Okay.
And that's a grappler, and with my grappler feet, I have advantage on attack rolls against the creature you're grappling.
Yep. So grapple her first.
So
So you just roll an
What do I
acrobatics check.
Yeah, just roll an acrobatics. Click acrobatics.
I thought I had clicked it. I was on a different screen. All right.
Okay. There we go.
She beat you.
No, she dodges out of the way.
Yes.
That.
Oh no.
Oh no, she has
She
disadvantage.
dodges-
I have. Yeah.
She has disadvantage on all saving throws. Oh, it's
Oh,
not a
on
saving
saving
throw.
throws?
It's not a saving throw.
Yeah.
It's
Never
not a
mind.
saving throw. It's just a check.
Yeah, yeah.
And she, even with the 10, would beat her. She.
But-
dod-
I have an advantage on attack rolls.
Once you
Yeah,
have them
once-
grappled.
Once I have.
Once-
Okay.
once you have her, but
Yeah,
you
that's
didn't
fine.
have her yet. You didn't get her yet. So she dodges out of the way and just goes, "Really, my dear, it's not worth that." And that is Are you gonna do anything else?
Yep, I've got my. I think I have one more use on that dancing sword.
Yes, you do.
And that is my bonus action. And let's see if I can get a good roll tonight. No,
Who are you attacking?
the queen.
But it doesn't matter, as the sword just kind of stutters and glows and seems confused as it kind of starts to kind of drift in almost a psychedelic pattern around your head. It is now her turn, and she's gonna go ahead and she's gonna go ahead and transform herself into a bat and fly out of the way. She's gonna fly over here.
Since she was close by to Harvest, wouldn't Harvest have an opportunity attack against her?
Yes.
Already?
You can make an attack of opportunity against her, but that 14 is not gonna hit.
Got it.
Alright. And she's just gonna move out of the way and just kind of float up there for a moment. Because she's... Yeah. Alright. It is now Harith's turn.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to attack the vampire again.
Alright, go ahead and attack him. As he stands there. That will definitely hit.
Jesus! Damn! Okay.
Yeah. He as you drive your blade forward and kind of curl it across, it begins to start spewing blood, and he's coughing blood. He's not looking good.
So roll that 1d6 damage for that. Okay. So there's. Oh.
How do you kill him?
Oh, okay. So
Him.
I kill him by slashing at his throat and then decapitating his head.
And as the head kind of falls and the body just falls, you see her reaching out. No! As the body slowly turns to ash. And as you do, you notice that a small mist begins to form from the body. It is now Quill's turn.
Yeah, because I was going to say, even if I could, like, I could get up to the queen, but she's flying, so yeah, that's all I'm going to do.
Yes, she's flying. She's in the air.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Carry
You
on.
can move if you choose.
You know what? I'm going to move back by the
Okay.
Guardian.
All right, you're gonna move backwards towards the Guardian as you.
Yeah, I'm taking quite a bit of damage.
All right, moving on. It is Quill's turn. Quill, you are still charmed. You're still dominated.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I'm going to use Thunder Wave. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
On your dwarven friend.
Yes. That is a Constitution saving throw.
Toasty.
Cons.
What is the spell save to see?
16.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no. Oh no.
So roll that damage.
Oh dear.
It's 11 damage. And I believe you have to make a constitution. You have to make a constitution check, don't you? Concentration check, don't you, Mike? You're muted.
I am muted. I do need to make a constitution check. Let me do the math here. 6.
10 or half the damage.
Yep. No, I was doing the math for the
Whichever is
HP.
higher.
And it's Constitution, right?
Constitution saving throw.
18. I am fine. And then he needs to make a Constitution check. Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And is anybody else in the 15-foot
Block. I would say probably not, because Esthea ran up.
Yeah, where are you pushing me?
Probably towards your guardian.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I ran back towards the guardian myself.
22.
Cool. You're good. Sweet. Yeah, so I get pushed towards the Guardian. On my turn, I move my...
On your turn, she's going to take one of her legendary actions
Sure.
before the start of your turn.
Got it.
And she is going to fly down towards you
Oh, perfect.
and just move this way for a moment. That's all she's gonna do.
So...
Now
Cool.
your turn.
Let me check the math on this. What is this? Spiritual weapon. Not quite enough. Cool.
And as you go to start your turn, you hear in the distance howls of wolves approaching.
Oh, that's right. Those
Oh.
wolves are approaching.
Fuck.
Uh,
Really?
Yeah. Cool. Fucking wolves. Yeah. I moved the spiritual weapon not very far because she just moved just out of the range to right here. And that's my bonus action. And then as my normal action, I dismiss the holy aura and I raise the warhammer above my head again, and I call on the bring forth the guardians of Rotir, and I cast guardians of not that one. Damn it, that's not the right one. Spirit guardians at level 5.
You want Spirit Guardians?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you already got that one.
There we go. So Spirit Guardians come out, and basically anyone who is starting in a it's 15 feet around me. So I'll go ahead and draw myself a little dot here for you.
Yes, that works.
Draw a square. Because you pushed me, so let's say this is me. That's Alder.
Okay.
So 15 feet around him, there is these flaming spectral guardians just sort of encircling him. And anyone that starts their turn there or enters that space takes a bunch of damage. If they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That works. And it is now Esthea's turn.
It would be my turn when everything on my screen freezes up. Okay, here we go. Touch screen. No. Here we go. Alright, so, where am I? Where did the map go? I cannot see the map. Is anybody currently within a 50-something range? I know the queen is over there
She is
somewhere.
currently flying up in the air to
Mhm.
the northern end of the map. There's a glowing mist that's kind of emerged from the body of Adjustus as it crumbled into ash. And that's about it.
Okay. And we can hear wolves on the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's going to pull one of those small come up character sheet, one of those small lion figurines that she has in her pouch.
Mm-hmm.
And she is. Can I find the item? Okay. She is currently holding that in her hand, waiting to catch sight of a wolf if they show up. And then she's going to spend. Do I have to spend a key point to go into patient defense, or do we still have?
You don't have
No,
it anymore.
he dropped it.
I dropped it.
So she's gonna spend another key point to go into patient defense because she has no idea what's about to happen.
Okay. That is your
And
turn.
For,
Oh, no.
the red square is where I'm at.
Okay, thank you. That works. All right. That works so well. Thank you so much. She is going to emerge, drop her polyshaped for her shape change, and she's going to cast Sleep on 01 and 2. Say 3rd level. It's 51 hit points.
What's the radius?
It's 90 feet.
Elders unaffected.
No.
So it starts with whoever has the lowest hit points.
Yeah, who has the lowest hit points?
Let me see how much hit points I have. I have 49.
So it's you.
You fall to sleep, sir.
Oh no. And I take all the damage, or?
No, it's just sleep.
No, it just sleep. It just puts you to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As long as you have under that number of hit points, you go to sleep.
Yep.
And then it carries over to the next
Okay.
person.
And then 2, so it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
you go to sleep, sir. Enjoy your dreams.
Unless you're an elf, in which case you don't go to sleep.
Yeah, unless you're an elf.
Yeah.
But, and then with that, she's just going to begin moving again this way. Right over there. Well, over here.
Would that provoke an opportunity attack
From what?
from whatever's on the table?
No, she was not in melee with it.
Oh, okay.
And she went around the table. I'm assuming she didn't go over the table. And
Yeah.
She dropped it flying.
Okay.
Nope, but it makes
Just
good sense.
wanting some confirmation.
Always good to check. Always good to check. All right. It is. You can hear now the howls of the wolves are closer. You can expect. You think that they might be here very shortly.
Oh no. They're coming.
And she looks pissed and very, very healthy. It is now Harith's turn.
He is asleep.
Asleep. So it is now.
Well, it should be a saving throw to wake up, right? I think.
No. He has to be woken. It's an action for someone to wake
Oh,
him
that's
up.
right.
Damn it.
That's right.
Yep.
It is now Quill's turn.
And I'm still attacking Alder, correct?
Yep, you're still attacking
Alright.
Alder.
I cast Ice Storm.
You also have to take damage. Because you start within 15 feet of me.
Okay.
Because you only push me 10 feet. So you would take... let's see here. I need a wisdom saving throw from you. DC 17.
Okay.
You succeed, so you only take 7 damage.
And then anything within a 20-foot radius of Alder that is 40 feet high makes a dexterity saving throw.
Perfect. Do that with advantage.
Harith automatically fails.
Oh yeah, you hit Harith too, huh? That sucks.
I mean, it will wake him up, but he
That's true.
automatically fails and takes damage.
Yep.
And a 10. Okay. Then damage is 2d8. Plus 4. Okay, so
Harith,
20
you take full damage.
Ouch! That is 14 bludgeoning and then 13 cold damage.
Yep.
For a grand total of 27.
Yep.
And Quill, because you took damage from the spirit guardians, you do get an opportunity to make that wisdom saving throw again.
Okay.
DC 17.
Oh, I need to make a save through as well.
9.
9. Still under the dominate.
And I need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if the Spirit Guardians remain.
Yep.
They sure as hell do.
Yep. Yes, they do. Alrighty. At the end of your turn, Quill, she is going to move a little bit further away from you all and further down here. It's now Alder's turn.
Yeah. Alder is going to move his spiritual weapon to, I assume, somewhere over here where Quill is. He's going to reach back and... Oh, I guess you're already awake, right? Harith's awake now because he took damage?
Harith was awake but prone.
Okay. And then Alder is going to move up to Quill as well because he's being annoying. And I'm going to strike Quill several times. So we have... Spiritual Weapon is going to hit him for sure. And that was done at level 6. Does he save at the end of his turn, or does he save whenever he takes damage?
He saves whenever he takes damage.
Okay, so he's gonna smack him with the spiritual weapon, and then I'll wait to see if he wakes up. But he just stepped away.
Yep, because he just stepped away.
Yep.
Are you going to do anything else other than attack Quill?
Yeah. If he wakes up, I'm going to run towards the queen. But if he doesn't wake up, I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay.
Yeah, we can pause my turn until he gets back.
Yep, we
Go
can
ahead.
pause it here. We can pause it here. Everybody doing okay so far?
Yep, I'm doing okay.
Alrighty. How bloodied are you looking, Quill? Or excuse me, Harith.
I am very bloody. Not feeling it right now. Like, Harith is, like, if he takes another, like, good hit or so, he's probably gonna be down. That's how bad it is.
Nah, you're fine.
That's what they all say, and then they die.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, we can jump on to Estia if you want.
Yeah, we can jump. Well, let's jump to Estia. As you begin to hear the howls of the wolves coming out from the darkness, much, much closer now.
She leans down and she puts down the golden figurine, and I don't have a fancy button to put that out there, and she
Yeah, it's fine.
whispers softly, "Apila, come to me," and that golden figurine of a lion just transforms into a real life giant golden lion. And I have the stats for it and everything.
Good.
I just don't know how to get them to you. And so she has that at the ready. It's just a lion.
Here we go. I've got that.
Okay.
I've got that. I can do that. Actually, what I'm gonna do is this. I'll do something fancy. Want to see something fancy? Ooh, look. Here comes a lion.
Oh, I want to see something.
If it works. Work.
I like your fancy.
Why did it not like that? Oh, I know why I didn't like that. Hold on. Here we go.
While you're figuring that out, Quill, you
There
take 29 damage, and you get to make a saving throw to break out of your domination.
Yep. See if you can do that.
Okay.
DC 17.
10. You said 29?
Yeah, unfortunately, you also take another 7 damage, and you get to try to break out again. I'm helping you.
Let's roll this. 20.
Hey, there you go.
You broke the damage. You broke it out. You
Yeah.
are now free.
So you now feel like you just got the shit kicked out of
Hey.
you, and you wake up to Elder say, "I'm helping you," as he's hitting you with his hammer.
All right. Estia, you've brought your lion to life. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Not at this time. She's just standing at the ready because she doesn't know what's about to come through those doors.
About to come through those doors.
Or anywhere. You know. She doesn't know where the queen is. I can't see the map. Just, but she's got that lion at the ready, and she's just looking around.
Coming through the back of the room that you couldn't really see before, you begin to notice a large number of wolves are approaching. And they break through, and they take their action to get here this turn.
Okay.
But you end up with 4 wolves attacking you so far that managed to get to this turn. And she is going to use she notices that you are, there we go. Then we're going to go over here, and she notices that your dominate is becoming, oh, there we go. That's why that did that. That's why it did that. Ah, very confusing. Here, let's do this. And then it'll be over here, right? Well, okay, don't know why I did that. All right, then she's going to... Oh, that's what it did. Okay, she's going to cast Ray of Frost at who's ever standing over there. She's going to move herself, and she's going to cast Ray of Frost. Which is...
So she's casting it at Mike and I'm guessing Will.
Yeah, so it's going to be probably Mike. She's going to cast it at Mike.
Okay.
But she's not going to get that with a nat 1.
Oh, wow.
Get wrecked.
She apparently
Brody.
goes to cast the spell, and it just doesn't want to move for her at all. As she... Yeah, just kind of, the magic kind of, for some reason, just kind of fizzles out in her hand. Here we go. Okay, moving on. Sorry, moving on. For some reason, the character sheet went on. Alright, so and then she's going to continue to move over here. It is now Harith's action.
Alrighty. So, Harith is going to... first of all, is he prone on the ground?
Yes, you are still prone.
Okay, so he's going to use half his movement speed to get up. He's going to sheathe his sword, pull out his bow, and he's going to start shooting at the wolves.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Ka-chow! First
Alright.
arrow is released.
Let's see. Do you hit that wolf? You will definitely
got
hit
a
the wolf with a 25. You will hit the wolf with a 25, I'm not gonna lie. Even though these wolves look much larger with bony protrusions and they kind of seem very, very hard. For a significant damage on that. Definite damage on that. He is looking, he's got this kind of, you shoot it right and it hits it right in the first, as it's leaping right in the first shoulder, and he kind of pokes there and kind of limps a little on that. He didn't like that at all. He did not like it at all. And she didn't like you doing that, so she's going to go ahead and attempt to charm you as one of her... No, excuse me, she's not going to do that. She's going to attempt to come around and, she's just going to move around here to the far side again. She's not going to do that.
Okay, so I shoot the second one.
Okay, you're
I
gonna
have to
shoot a
shoot
second
the
one.
second arrow
Yep.
at the same wolf that I shot.
Yep.
Yep.
That will definitely hit.
Oh,
Yes.
and that was a crit too.
20. No, it's not a crit.
No, it's just a 28. You don't have advantage.
Wait.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Wait. You do some serious damage. He is looking really rough right now,
Ow!
but he's still standing.
Dang! How
All right.
Wow.
She
Okay.
used her legendary action to move. It is now. Ooh, look, Quill. You can attack somebody that's not Aldar. You're no longer dominated.
How far away from me is the queen?
Uh.
From
Probably like 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
40
40.
feet. Yeah.
Okay, that works. I look at the queen. You shouldn't have done that, and I cast disintegrate at just level 6 this time.
Okay. Well, she's gonna try. She'll roll for it because she can make that decision after she rolls for it. It's a dex save.
Yeah, dex saving throw. There it is.
Oh.
I
That's a
still can't
lot
see
of damage.
Oh yeah, it disintegrate does a lot of damage if it hits her, and she chooses to let. The question is, that's a 23. What is your spell save DC?
16.
I think she's gonna get away from that one. She kind of dodges out of the way. Really, dear, that was quite unnecessary. And she's just going to turn and gesture to her wolves, and as if like to have them attack you.
I mean, she still takes a shitload of damage. On a failed save, the target takes 10d6 plus 40 force damage. Oh, I'm sorry, Anna, that's a fail. Never mind.
That's a fail.
Yep, you're right.
That's a fail, Mike.
Mm-hmm. On a fail, she takes the 10d6
Yeah,
plus
yeah,
40. Yep. It's just there's no.
Yeah,
nothing.
there's no success.
There's nothing for a success. That's disintegrate. It's fun.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I forget.
Aldar, it's your turn.
Aldar is casting a massive spell, actually. He's casting Firestorm. So I create up to 10-foot cubes of fire. Those 10-foot cubes start here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. 5, 6, 7 cubes. That's one of the cubes. That's and then 1. I can't see. 2, 3. Boom! All that is fire. Everything caught within that needs to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 17.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make this easy on us and only roll one for all of the wolves.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Make a dex save.
Yeah, 17 dex save.
They all fail.
Cool. And the queen as well.
Yep. For her, hold on. That is. She's gonna choose to use her legendary resistance and
Cool.
not take any damage and to pass.
Okay, so everyone, so all the wolves take 41 fire damage, and she takes 20 fire damage.
Okay. She looks a little singed at that. You can see that she's now kind of uncomfortable. Like, there are marks and burn marks and kind of like a couple of second or third degree burns on her chest and on her face.
And then
But,
I then cast Healing Word at 4th level, Mass Healing Word at 4th level, and heal all of my allies and myself for 5? Is that 9? Is that what that does? Jeez. I guess that's true because it's a mass. So everyone heals 9.
Yeah, it's 9.
Yeah.
It's like 1d4.
Yeah, 1d4 and then 1d4 per level.
Yeah. But I don't think you added your spellcasting modifier.
No, it should be plus my spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, I didn't add it. It just...
Yeah, which would be 9. So you guys heal 18.
Yeah. All right. And it is your turn then, Estia.
Okay, this not being able to see the map is killing me. Okay.
By the way, all those wolves are gone. You know, they're just
dope.
Yeah. So who is left?
Just the queen.
Just the queen. Just the queen.
Queenie.
And from where I am, could I get to her technically? Or is she in the throes of a
No.
danger?
Nope. You can get to her.
Alrighty then.
Yep.
So using an action to actually get to her, looks like the lion is unnecessary. So, but he's there. But she's gonna go ahead and attack with that spear. Spin it around, hit once. Spin it around.
Yep. You don't even need your action to get there or your bonus. It's you're a 15th level monk. Your speed should be like 55 or something.
It is.
Yeah. You're fine.
So, here we go. 1. No,
That's not gonna hit. She's gonna dodge out of the way of that and just kind of go, "Really, dear? This is not even worth my time. What are you doing?"
Then why are you sitting here fighting? I mean, woman, please, we came to visit you.
The 19 will hit.
And what she's going to do with that one is spend a key point, if I can do this, to make it a stunning strike.
Okay.
And it's a con saving throw, I think, for DC 15.
Okay. Sorry about this, guys. Her character sheet went away. She fails that. She is restrained.
Yeah, so she just...
And go ahead and click for damage. You didn't click for damage.
Oops. So that's 2 plus 5.
Yep. All right. She goes, "Why are you?" And just is restrained.
Just
Nice.
whacked her upside the head with that. Pow!
Yep.
No, get
She kind of
finish her. Finish her.
is in place.
Yeah.
All right. It is your. She is restrained until the end of your turn, I believe, is the way the language of the spell is written. Not her turn, or excuse me. The end of your turn for stunning strike, correct? Or the end of her turn.
The end of my next turn.
So you're okay. We're good. So she is restrained, so she can perform no actions. Harith, it is your turn.
All right, so Horace is going to move up onto a table.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just quickly measure this out. Okay. So he's going to be right. Yeah. Right.
Okay. You're gonna run and jump on the table. All right.
Yeah. Wrong thingy. Sorry. Let me just. Damn thingy. What? Please. Trying to get this damn art. Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I got it.
Thank you.
Go ahead and roll your
and
attack.
He's gonna try shooting at the prone vampire lady.
She's not prone. She's just restrained, so you have advantage.
Restrained,
and
sorry.
if you hit her, it is a auto crit.
Okay, so character sheet being slow.
Or excuse me, paralyzed.
There we go. So here we go. There's the first roll.
Go ahead and roll it and click the damage twice.
Oh, okay. That makes it easy.
Mhm.
Okay, so 20 damage.
Okay. And then your D6, roll 2d6.
Oh, yes.
You double
Let
the
me do
dice
that
for
right-
every.
Okay.
It's just an easy way to keep remembering it. Alrighty.
So 25.
Yep. She is starting to look damaged. She's got a couple. You've got an arrow growing out of her. What would you like to do with your second attack?
I would like to attack her again.
Okay.
So here we go.
Yep. Again, auto crit because you hit her. Go ahead and. No, just hit the damage twice.
Yeah, sorry. I was gonna say, I was gonna use an action surge.
Okay. So you
So
got
that-
12 times 2 is 24.
and then do the 26 damage, or
And then do the. If you're going to do the action surge, go right ahead. Go
alright?
ahead.
Ah. So 7, and then 12.
Oh, you already got. All right.
Sorry. Did I accidentally click that too much?
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry, my bad.
It's okay. I got you.
Thanks.
All right. She's looking kind of hurt right now. Roll your 2d6,
Alrighty. 26.
and you have one more attack.
Alrighty. So here we go. Longbow.
Yep. Again, hit it twice.
So hit the longbow twice, or
Yeah, hit the word longbow twice to get for the auto crit.
okay.
Yep.
Sweet. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm. Sorry guys, I really got it. Really sorry guys, I'm gonna have to take 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Go for it.
There's something at the door. I apologize. Time out. Sorry. Figure out what your next attack is going to be. I can tell you right now, she is looking seriously not happy with those multiple arrows pointing out of her and really, really damaged.
Yay!
So while D goes to run to go get the door, I will remind you guys this is a charity stream. So far, we have blown the goal out of the water. We are over $500. I think we're almost at $550. That is more than twice the goal this month. Thank you guys so much for that. As a channel, not counting today, we've raised over $6,700 for Extra Life. As a community and as a team, we've raised almost $8,000. Today puts us over that. Puts us as a channel over $7,000, and as a team, almost $8,600, I think. My goal is, as a team, to raise $10,000 by the end of the year, which I think, at the going rate, we're totally going to do that. Tomorrow is another 12-hour stream, not here because I'm not insane, but over on Salt and Sassy. They are a UK streamer, Salt Lord Ross and Sassy Huggles. They are also on the unMadeGaming streaming team. And there, so any money donated there will be going towards the team goal of $10,000, which is super awesome. Miss Ginger Ninja, whose house I'm at right now, she raised, I think, like $1,200 for the charity on her end. And I know that Video Store Cowboy has just come back to streaming, and he is currently doing a bunch of charity streams every day of the week. So guys, check these people out. I'll post a big tweet about all the people that are on the team. You guys can check those guys out. And if you haven't yet, follow us on all the social media stuff. And back to D.
Hey, all right. And as you see these multiple arrows hitting her from all sides, as you fire 1, 2, 3, 4, right up one after another, they're definitely sinking in and doing damage. Just not maybe as much damage as you think they should be doing. All right, but she is looking hurt, and she's got arrows kind of pointed all out of her, and definitely hitting her from various points. But she is still restrained, and paralyzed from stunning strike. She's stunned. It is Quill's turn.
Okay. Still 30 feet away from me. I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt again then.
And she's gonna auto fail, I believe. An interesting point of order on this.
Must make the dexterity saving throw.
Yep, so she fails automatically because she's stunned.
Yeah, she fails
Oh,
automatically
okay.
because she's stunned. And I'm going to rule because she's stunned, she can't use her legendary resistance.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll the damage for that.
I love it.
Yes.
Ooh, that she did not like that. She did not like that at all. Mm-mm.
Oh no.
Mm-mm. Not a fan. Not a fan at all.
That's a lot of damage.
She is visible. There you can see singe marks all over. Her hair is fallen out. Her crown is kind of lopsided. You can see like half of her head is just kind of burning, and she's smoldering from all over. It is Alder's turn.
Good. So she can't move because she's stunned. Alder's going to hit her with the flame strike. So that will be at 5th level. She takes 18 fire damage and 19 radiant damage.
Oh.
And that is that's that for his action. And I think
She is burning and singeing and almost wanting to scream in pain, but she's still standing there.
perfect. He is then going to cast Mass Healing Word again. For everyone.
Technically, you can't.
Oh, you're right. I can't. That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's right. I forgot that.
I don't like that rule.
Yeah. No. I totally forgot. He is going to move towards her, though. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to move his weapon over here.
Okay.
And that's it for him.
Okay. Alrighty. What are you gonna? And last up, Estia.
Yay, I got everything working again just in time. So the lady, she's looking pretty
Still
hurt.
restrained. Yep, she is. She's
Half
not.
hurt. Okay. Sorry. She's sharp. We basically are just hammering on this lady right now.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit her.
Okay, so it's
Yep, you'll hit her, and it's an auto crit because she's restrained.
okay.
Nice.
And then that did
Yep.
not. Okay.
How do you kill her?
We kill her?
How does she? Estia, how are you gonna kill her?
She's going to, she's brought the spear around and hit her once, then she turns it around and she just sees an opening and jams it all the way through and says, "Infidelity is a sin," and just stabs it all the way.
Wasn't my sin. And she's going to begin, because you effectively staked her, been dissolving into ash around you, and just kind of reach out and grab your weapon and pull it and hold on. Are you going to let go of the weapon, or are you going to keep it?
She's just gonna drop it. She's gonna say, "Oh Lord, okay."
And as she begins to turn to ash, so too does the rest of the weapon that you are carrying.
Nice.
And you are out of combat for the moment.
Oh. Yay.
Nice.
Okay. Remind me again, whose idea was this?
I believe it was yours.
It was not. I just asked him why he has problems with his family, and then
And
I
you
said
begin
no
to
to coming
notice
simple
that
things.
Orestes and his sister both begin to shake, as if coming awake from a long sleep.
Ah, perfect. You're awake.
Yes, okay. But I'll test these. Are you okay? I know we just pretty much killed your mom in front of you. That's a lot of trauma. I think I have a pamphlet for that, but
I don't understand what happened. I don't know what's happening. And you begin to see he begins to look a little bit better. His sister looks a lot more aware, but very unwell. And the lights begin to brighten in this space, and what was cold and oppressive begins to brighten up. So you survived.
We did.
Arvis kind of like looks towards the prince and says, "Here's what happened. Your mom basically started trying to kill us."
That's pretty much it. We walked in and then your mom was like, "Oh no!" Slammed the door and then everything tried to kill us. Like, is that normal?
It's true.
Like, and now she's just petting this giant lion that's still here.
All right. And why don't we, because we're getting towards the end of this time, why don't we go ahead and flash forward a couple weeks? What are all of you doing? Let's give a little epilogue to each of your characters.
Did we get paid?
Oh, you got paid. You got paid very well.
Hey,
Alder is back in retirement because he was a retired adventurer until he got brought out for one more adventure, and that went obviously to shit. So now he has taken his mountain of gold and his all ale he could drink back to his home, which is a modest keep, and he's currently just living the retired adventurer life, drinking and being the lord of a keep. Simple man.
All right. And then, all right then. Quill, what are you going to do?
Quill is in like a small village, and she's teaching children to read and write.
Okay. Doing well. Maybe that money that you got from the prince, Orestes, soon to be King Orestes, will help build your school for you. Help buy some more school supplies.
Nice.
All right, Estia, what are you going to do?
Istia, she's going to return back to her temple and relay the story. Her story, with each story, there's more wolves, and the lady was bigger and scarier. But she's going to donate that gold to people who need it as she goes along, and keep doing what she does, traveling around and trying to make people smile, where she finds the most peace.
Okay. Doing well, helping out people as you walk along. All right, Harith, what are you going to do with the mountain of gold, small treasury of gold that you've established for yourself?
well, being that he was a professor, actually, going to donate all of his earnings from this adventure to the college that he taught at to, enrich the students' education and whatnot.
Going to endow some scholarships there for some students, micro grants, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Doing all of you very well. And as far as you know, and as far as you've heard, things have been very peaceful in the kingdom.
Nice.
No more talks of, you haven't heard anything further about any more vampires. You haven't, Orestes and does very well, or at least he's beginning to do well as king. You know that the coronation will be sometime in the next couple weeks. And actually Electra thinks that she's going to travel with you, Estia, maybe see what the monastery will be like, get away from everything, and maybe cleanse herself from the trauma of her family relations at the moment. But we'll see what happens next in the family of Atreus.
Nice. Now this is an adventure you're writing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Like a massive adventure you're writing?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And it's gonna be on Drive Thru RPG or the Dungeon Masters Guild, either one.
Actually, the part 2 of this adventure will be available through the Uncaged anthology coming in January as part of the, if you've been following along on Twitter, Ashley Warren posted on Twitter for its hashtag Uncaged.
Mm-hmm.
It's a anthology of authors rewriting adventures with a feminist take on the female monsters from the Monster Manual.
Ooh, neat. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome.
So I can tell you that we'll be coming to you in early 2019.
Nice. Well, thank you for running it. And what else you can tell me is who you are, where can we find you, and what you thought of this one-shot.
All right. Do you want me to go first? Or you want them to go first?
Nope, you got it.
All right. I am D or Prax or anything involved with either of those. You can find me on Twitter at Deirdre Donlin, where I talk about classics and RPGs. My two things and fun things. You can also find me on Wednesdays playing in Scraticus's channel for the midweek modules. We are currently 3-1 for TPKs.
Nice.
It's been very entertaining. More accurately, I should say 1-3. But that's where you can find me, and check my Twitter because I will always post if I'm doing something else.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Mike, for letting me run this. It's been a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. Let's jump over to a new face here. Actually, you're all new faces except for D. Actually, no, D's a new face too. Let's jump over to another new face then. Josh, who are you? Where can we find you? And what did you think of this one shot?
And you're muted.
Okay, first of all,
There we go.
I loved this one shot. I actually enjoy playing Dungeons and Dragons, specifically because it allows me to come out of my shell, because when I was growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends, and specifically because of my sexual orientation. So it's a good way for me to express myself.
Nice.
That's always a good thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And my Twitter is Josh_Morgan19, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm completely mistaken, Mike, I do apologize for that. Yeah, I basically will post on there occasionally from time to time. I've been posting on there a lot lately because of this. So, thank you for
Hell yeah, man.
giving this opportunity out.
Hell yeah.
Always happy.
Always glad to have new people on, especially people in the community. Speaking of new people, let's go over to Honey and Dice. Definitely not Honey and Ice. Who are you? Where can we find you? And what did you think of this episode?
Honey and Dice on Twitter. It's Honey and Dice. There was a lot of people that looked like they jumped in the Twitch who know me from different online forums and things. Apparently my entire gaming group got together and were watching, and I was seeing their messages pop up.
Yeah, a lot of people literally made Twitch accounts today to come watch you play.
I really love tabletop gaming because it brings people together. I also love Greek literature and Greek classics. I studied biblical Greek when I was younger, so
Nice.
it was the right combination of everything. I do not usually run D&D, and again, it's been a long time since I played D&D, so it was nice to get to do that. For once, getting to roll higher numbers being good as opposed to bad with what I normally roll. So, thank you guys for doing that.
Hell
I
yeah.
always want to come out and do something for the babies, for the kitties. So, wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Sweet. We're glad to have you. And last but not least, Nerdy Teddy Bear, who are you? Where can we find you? And what did you think of this one shot?
Hey, I'm Nerdy Teddy Bear. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy. Tuesday, I'll be part of a Vampire the Masquerade one shot with unMadeGaming over on Thread Raiders channel. Otherwise, normally I'm on Welcome to the Party, where I play Wednesdays and Thursdays. And follow me on Twitter to find what else I'm doing. I usually try to make sure now it's there. Otherwise, it was good. It was a lot of fun. It's been a while since I too have played D&D. I've been playing a lot of other systems, despite playing 3 days a week, or 3 days a week generally. So it was good. It was fun. It was good to get back to a little bit of D&D, and never played such a high level character, so that was interesting.
That's always pretty cool.
Even I got.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So thank you guys for playing. D, thank you for running this game. Chat, thank you guys for being here for us for 12 hours. A lot of you have been here the entire time. We smashed that goal. We're at 533.30, which is beyond double our goal, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. Before we get out of here, I will say we just launched a Patreon on Monday. We're already about to break our first goal there, and as soon as we do, I'll be doing another 12-hour stream. Don't know what the content is for that as well, but our Patreon is, our inevitable goal is to be able to pay our players and pay our DMs for our weekly scheduled campaigns, because I'd like to give back to the community, and I like to give back to those who, you know, sit here every week and produce awesome content for you guys, and helps me out. So I want to be able to give back to them for them devoting their time to me. So guys, check out our Patreon. Also, if you guys want to, that's not how you spell that. If you want to get a hold of me, the best place to do that is our Discord. I can't recommend that place enough. That's where I think a lot of these people are chilling in, especially Josh. So go check us out there and follow us on all the rest of our social media. And with that, we're going to go raid our friend Scraticus, who is currently playing, I believe, some Cypher systems, which is one of my favorite systems ever. So go check him out because he's an awesome dude. And I think he's rated like 3 times today because he plays games all damn day long. So go check him out. Give him all of your hot sticky raid love. And from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.